What up, yo fucks?
What's up, guys?
What's up, everybody?
Yo,
Yo.
it's your boyfriends.
I know. Hey, there's a girlfriend here too.
He's also a boyfriend. We're all boyfriends. Oh, there's nobody.
I agree.
Sky boyfriends.
Sky boyfriend forever.
What up, folks?
We're all going steady.
Sorry we're a little late. We had to do a little rounding up of the SHKYFOLK. Little roundy poo. Grabbing the folk. Got a bunch already. Fucking yeet. Wrong side.
Who do we got in the chat? We got Waldo, John Solo, Flying Ryan, Lanuzo. What's up, guys?
These guys have been patiently waiting.
Right?
Thank you.
Yep. Yo. How you guys
We
doing?
just took forever.
For
I
40
might-
minutes. That's dedication.
I might show my boobs later, but that's what we're discussing. If I should show my
Yeah.
boob, but probably not. But I'm just saying.
No discussion. Yes, you do show your boobs.
I thought we came to that conclusion.
Now
Yeah.
is that a premise? Have you seen the future and you know? Because you sounded
didn't-
like you said that with determination. You knew.
Mhm.
We didn't spend 40 minutes for a maybe.
If I hear our voices repeat, Chad.
Chad's being a dick.
Also, my new glasses came today.
Yay.
Yay.
Ooh.
Oh,
at that.
nice. I thought
This
about
is
ordering some
already-
of those.
Hey,
It's already hurting my brain.
you can finally do book learning.
Wait, what is happening with your? Are those glasses?
He quit missing
Yeah.
the toilet now.
Yep. No, they're the little magnifying lens.
The little magnet boys.
Serge has been adding some
testicle
cool little
spectacles.
tools to his fucking collection there.
Dude, everybody's in like a fucking fish tank. Holy shit.
Mhm.
Everybody in the club getting tipsy.
Is that super view?
Magnet.
These are-
Please.
Yeah, these are like the mellow ones too. I can only imagine what like the
Oh, you can switch
super
them out?
zoomed in.
Check the other
it's got
ones out,
5
bro. You gotta check the other
Oh.
ones out.
All right, I'll go right to 100 and put in the.
We need the
thickest
bubble.
ones.
We need the bubbles lenses.
Yeah.
Are you gonna,
This.
are you gonna wear them backwards when you don't wear them?
Yeah, I upside down and backwards.
Yeah.
Nice.
On the-
Nice.
On the brim of your hat.
Mm-hmm.
Like Chris Teal.
Steele, how's your GoPro award?
Oh,
I feel
it's
like
just
you haven't
dandy.
even displayed it yet tonight.
Just dandy.
Wow.
Did you wipe it
Don't
down
worry
today?
about it.
When's the last time you cleaned it?
No, I haven't pulled it out in a few days.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Dude.
Phrasing. We're not doing
Uh,
phrasing anymore.
Oh shit. Who's been flying?
Not me.
I
I
went
flew the
flying
other
with
day and I
Ian.
broke my shit. Yeah, oh yeah, dude. That pack primitive was dope.
It was great because it was kind of scary because I was like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna be around somebody else." But
this the other
then it
day.
was fine.
Did Primitive
That
cough
kinda
on you?
No, he coughed, but he's not on me.
Uh-oh.
That's good.
Damn it, gearhead.
That
Yeah,
sucks.
that was a bummer.
It looks
I
fine.
broke one
Best
too
Buy
on
letting you
Saturday.
send them in or no? Do you have a
I don't
GoPro
know, I
insurance
need
or
to get a
Best
hold of
Buy?
him. I need, Best
Holy
Buy.
shit.
But
They're
I
not
got
even
a
charging the $50 right now.
I got a
Really?
90-mile drive to fucking swap it out in like Rona Central. So kind of avoiding taking it back.
Yeah, right. Fuck.
But if I don't do it now, I might not be able to get in there later.
Just
Need to
Also-
call them and see if they're still
Right.
working.
Oh,
Also-
dude, that is the bubbles. Gravy, you are the bubbles of
Shit.
FPV. Hold on, I have to fucking pin you
Fuck.
for this. This is
That's
ridiculous. Chris,
awesome.
Nice. That's a nice fucking kitty you got there.
oh my goodness.
Nice fucking kitty.
Good looking kitty right there, boys. Oh my
Oh,
god,
wow.
that's gonna give me a fucking aneurysm.
You got to make a kitty quad now. Damn,
Ugh.
that was
Yep.
amazing.
Where's our-
There's gonna be so much good stuff coming from these.
Right? The
I'm gonna
question
put these
is
on the blinds.
how long can you use them without having severe health damage?
One
those
quad.
from Pyro Drone?
Yeah. And they're inexpensive. I think they were only like $20 or something. It was definitely money well spent. I was psyched to get these. It was my first purchase as a 40-year-old, as I bought glasses.
That's awesome. Also,
Yep.
Gearhead looks like River Phoenix. I just figured that out the other night, and I was like, oh my god, look at him.
He's dead.
Oh well,
Yeah.
I mean, not what he looks like now. What he looked like when he was alive.
Yeah, he died like 2 years ago.
Too soon, am I right?
Hey, no, not really. It's been like 50 years.
So what have you guys been doing in your spare time? Corona.
Printing
This-
things.
Has anybody else been leaning on their hobbies that they had before FPV? finding
No,
new
more like
hobbies?
Firearms.
new hobbies,
Yeah.
New
gardening
hobbies.
and growing weed and fun stuff. Yeah.
I don't even remember what the front of Chris Teal looks like. This guy is just always printing now.
Ever since he got a 3D printer,
You just see
all
the
we
back
see
of my
is
chair.
his
Look
back.
at that.
Well, we'll see the business side of Chris Steele.
He's gonna
Everybody
look
in
like,
chat, type 1 if you want to see Chris Teal's face, aka the GoPro award, or type 2 if you want him to just keep displaying his ass.
Well, of course, everybody's gonna say 2.
Yeah. I just hope I never have to see his face without a GoPro award next to it.
Seriously.
Nothing
He's over
against
them
your
volleyballs
GoPro
named
award.
Wilson sitting next to him.
That's
All
Antenna
shaggy
topper.
What are you doing there, dude? You polishing your fucking award or what?
I'm pleasing myself with gluing up my table.
It's like, it's got to be a breast pump. It's too high.
Yeah, what is it?
That Colorado milk, dude. High altitude.
Chat definitely wants to see Chris's ass.
I guess the
Oh, there it
shake
is.
Too
They're going
bad.
for 2. Chat has chosen. Fortunately.
Boys, I got 3 pieces of candy.
Piece of
Ooh,
candy.
piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Hero drone is hooking it up. They usually send 1.
It's
Some dude
pyro
got 2.
drone. Don't
Yeah,
type.
pyro drone.
Don't type
yeah.
pyro drone.
Pyro
Yeah.
flip.
Or yeah,
Pyro
pyro
flip
flip.
and
No,
pyro
flip.
drone.
no longer more a website. You can't type that in. Ask me how I know.
That's still their group on Facebook, though.
I typed it in like
Yeah.
over and over and over every day. And I'm like, God damn it, it's wrong. fucking-"
Every day. He's still,
So you
he
order
still
from them
types it.
every day like I do?
And that's what
He
you
types it in
Well,
his sleep.
when I was getting my parts list together, yeah, I was going on their site every day.
Yeah.
Weird flex, but
Got him.
God,
Wombat's in the chat.
Wombizzle and the
Who the
hizzle.
fuck is the chat?
Plugged his phone in.
I don't know. I
Phone
totally
charger,
forgot.
I played Wombat fucking
Where's that fucking
ping
chat
pong
at?
on Oculus the other night, dude. Fucking spanked him. Well, I spanked him once out of like 400 times that we played.
With the paddle.
Well, with the virtual paddle, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and I spanked him with the virtual paddle. Yeah.
Virtually, you did.
wow, wow, wow.
It was really good.
Some virtual
But
kink
first.
going on.
But first,
Now, if you spank him enough and he dies in virtual reality, does he die in real life?
yes, because we're tethered to
depends-
the.
Depends on if he has a respawn spot, right?
Is there even respawn in fucking paddle sports?
Yeah.
Oh.
Paddle sports, yes, and ping pong, no.
Right. He respawns on my dirt. Oh no, wait. That's
No, it's like that is how it works. It's just a
Also
little
my
crude,
bad.
but yeah,
yeah.
that's how it works.
Speaking of which, I'm going in, boys. See you later.
Going
Oh,
in.
damn, we're losing
Hey.
him. So that means I'm
This is how
going
it
to pin
starts.
Zorro right now.
Ooh. I'm flying a drone. There's Zoe.
It looks like you in real life flying a drone. Oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
If I have to screen share. If I screen share this, we can draw dicks on Zorro, right?
You
Yeah.
can always
Yep.
draw dicks on me, man.
Hey,
Mhm.
can you
Do
get
this.
liftoff on the goggles?
No.
Why not?
Because
thought you
Oh
could.
no, it doesn't work.
Oh.
Spoiled.
You could.
Yeah,
You
I-
could get.
well,
li-
I
you
can
get,
I can share them.
you can
Oh,
get
yeah,
lift
there
off
you
the
go.
goggles. I don't think you can get head.
Solved.
I don't think you can get head tracking properly though.
that's what she said.
Oh wait, no, it's not gonna.
Okay. Weird flex,
Wait.
but all right. Zorro.
Trying,
I
trying
didn't
too
know
hard.
I
Trying
used
too
to
hard.
play. I used to play PUBG in goggles, which was pretty fucking crazy.
You look like you're in some weird freaky porno, Zorro.
I am.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow.
This is the only way that I can make love to myself.
It's so awkward looking at people with goggles on.
Is that what
Oh,
the
it's
hole in the
not-
hand controller's for?
Yeah, this is what you put your weed in there.
Oh, nice.
You're messing shit up, Gravy.
Yeah, I
They
know.
understand
It's
their
not.
demographic.
I took it down.
I thought that's what it was for.
Also,
Ooh, that fucking print that Primitive did for you. That's dope. You go print off
Right?
his name on it. That's sick.
yeah.
I put the new Johnny Lutz in Kira.
Yeah, I got I made an edit for Primitive, and I used the Johnny Lutz, man. Johnny Lutz are pretty dope, man. I think that they're pretty dope. There, I said it. So you guys
We're not
want 'em?
judging you.
I just
Yeah.
I would say that too if I spent my money on it. I'm just kidding.
Also, Zorro is editing videos using the Johnny Lutz. He'll apply the LUT for a mere
VR.
$40.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah, I'll edit your guys' video, Johnny Lutz, for $40. And yeah.
That's what you're selling yourself for now, Zorro? $40.
Every video comes with a dinner mint.
Well, depends on what package you get.
And
It's located on
Whippet
Zorro's
canister.
pillow, though.
That's right.
Comes with 3 empty Whippet canisters.
And they will be empty, trust me. Funny how you guys wait till we're live, so you're all mean to me. When we're not live, you're like, "Oh, Zorro, you're so handsome. Oh, Zorro, you're so cute." And then when we're live, it's like, "Oh, Zorro got the Johnny Lutz."
You sound exactly like Gravy, dude. It's
Right?
exactly how yeah. That's Gravy every fucking day.
And Zorro's got a challenge right now going
Did
on.
somebody say
on
Gravy
Liftoff.
every day?
Yeah, I got a
So-
challenge right now.
Oh, look at that shirt.
Let's hear about that quick, Zorro.
Nice.
We got a
I noticed.
got a liftoff challenge going. If you guys record yourselves doing a little freestyle thing, liftoff on Bando City, featuring my artwork here and there, so you can do a cool little whatever, and send it to me.
Why don't you look at us while you're talking to us?
I am looking at you. I'm looking at you.
That's
virtually.
disrespectful, Zorro. That's disrespectful.
I can see you guys in
Asshole.
3D.
And you expect us to do this challenge.
I know.
Asshole.
Damn.
Here we are
I
promoting
did
your
one-
fucking challenge.
That was the first time. That was the first time I tried to edit with simulator footage, and it was kind of fun.
Yeah, right. It's not bad.
Yeah,
Well,
you can
no.
crash
Also-
as many times as you want. And
Teen patch.
Yeah, you also get this big can of boiled nut waters for me.
From Peen Patch.
Yeah. And it's the best. And you get free DLC content from Liftoff, and you get me for a night. You can do whatever you want to me. And I mean whatever.
And Gravy's like, score.
What?
Fuck yeah.
Gravy's like, let
What?
me put an edit together. I'm winning this.
Hey,
I
wait.
didn't even hear.
Hold my beer.
Hold my beer.
I'm winning this.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get it.
Oh, I should get beer.
So everybody should enter that contest. Sounds pretty good.
Yes.
Total control over Zorro.
About to fire up liftoff now.
You can puppet
Yeah.
Zorro using Bluetooth.
Don't threaten me with a
But
good
my-
time.
My TX is. I think my Tyrannus is actually dead.
See,
Your
that's
tar what? Your tar what? Your tar Atis?
My QX7.
That's another.
I went
Nirvana
out-
My Tor-
charges when you plug it into the fucking USB.
I went
Well,
out
I got the
flying all
Tango.
day.
The Tango 2 is on the way, and it does that too. So
I went out flying all day, and boys, my Tyrannus tired.
torn anus.
Torn anus. All right.
All right. So, the question: do we
Yep, it's
tear
dead.
the Band-Aid off, or
Rip-
blow it off
rip
with a
it.
bazooka?
Rip it. It sounded like you just said rape, Zorro.
Rip.
Okay.
All right. So, something we got to talk about with everybody.
Long time coming.
Long time coming is a little bit of a wrap up thing about the protest in DC. So we had created Help Save Our Hobby, and we raised all that money, and we produced the event, and that all happened well, and we did it, and it was fucking amazing, and everybody helping out made it possible, and everybody showing up made it possible, and everybody donating made it possible. But we've been dealing with some stuff in the background, kind of internally, and we've been keeping quiet about it because we wanted to just like be
There wasn't a
respectful
reason
to
to go- yeah, there
everybody,
wasn't a reason to go
but
public.
also give people a chance to do the right thing. But yeah, we've kind of offered a lot of chances now, and so I think to rip the Band-Aid off, in a sense, letting everybody know what happened. Anybody want to say anything?
Take it.
All right.
Yeah, you can run with it, man. I mean, I'll say one thing. Thank you for everybody that donated.
Yeah.
Like, you guys
hell
are
yeah.
the shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so
I think
We
it's
had
good to let
set
everybody
everything
know
up.
that the monies that was spent in the way it was supposed to be spent.
Yeah. Everybody's money went to where it needed to
Mm.
go.
For the
Yeah.
most part.
in the sense that all the everything was paid for.
The bills are all paid.
But
There's nobody
so
that's-
essentially what happened is we came up with this idea. I started the Help Save Our Hobby website. We were all individually working on different parts and putting those parts together. And one of the parts that Mike Rhodes did was start the GoFundMe. Well, he had been telling us the entire time when money was going into the GoFundMe and stuff. And he would send it to me so I could pay the invoices, and that was working out okay. But it seemed like we were getting way less money in, and he said that it was trickling in from GoFundMe. And eventually the day of the event happened, and we paid for everything with my production company, and I paid for stuff out of pocket. My business partner James paid for stuff out of pocket, and we just
Because you didn't have access to that GoFundMe.
because we didn't have access to the
Yeah.
GoFundMe money, and so we paid for
It was
we
over
paid for
$13,000.
everything. Yeah, and we paid for everything. And
to
then
for the people that are asking who was connected to what, the GoFundMe account, the only person linked to the GoFundMe account, the only person that had access to this fund was Mike Rhodes. The person running with all the stuff that had to be done about the protest was Enoch.
Yeah.
So there was like an extra step between the money coming in and the money being used. So we were going to do this regardless. So Enoch put a bunch of his own money to get it going. And then we never got that stuff from Mike Rhodes, which was supposed to go for that. So that's the sequence of how things happen and the connection of money.
Yeah,
Is they're
like,
asking.
and my production company didn't make any money. We donated all of my gear. We donated the stage. The only thing we paid for was the invoices for the things that we rented from DC. So like all the DC stuff, the stuff required by permits, all those things those were the expenses. And you know, they stacked up, and then there was like a PR newswire release and a whole bunch of stuff that cost money. And so if you look here, we had comped everything, and we have all of our stuff budgeted. We have receipts for everything. And then I sent to Mike Rhodes what was left over that he needed to send from the GoFundMe. And we were waiting for it to come in from the GoFundMe for about a month or two until Mike Rhodes kind of signified that he wasn't being truthful. And then we looked and we found the dates that GoFundMe had given him money were not lining up, and we realized he had been dishonest to us. And so we've been trying to get that money from Mike since the event, and that's where we're at. And we just wanted to be honest with you, because you know you guys donated and stuff, and you know as far as we need to be concerned, I guess it's a between Mike and I. But yeah. Anybody else want to say anything? There's other parts of this that I don't know if we have to get into, but that's the gist of it.
Yeah.
It's not very complicated, actually. It's a very simple matter that the money that was put into the GoFundMe by the community was not used for the protest, and that cost was covered by Enoch, basically. So it's not that complicated.
And
I
Enoch
don't see
covered
it
more
like that.
than
And,
what.
and reiterate, you know, that like Enoch said before we, you know, went live, that's what the protest was scaled around, was what was in the GoFundMe, what was coming in. That's how Enoch, you know, figured what he was going to do, you know.
Nobody got paid a cent to do this protest either. Most of us spent time and took time away from our work and our family and stuff. Nobody made any money. Nobody here made any money off of this.
No, I mean,
so I don't know what's
like,
going on in the
for
chat.
my own trip expenses, like everything.
Yeah,
was
everybody
like we just
paid
went.
for their trip expenses. We didn't pay for the Airbnb with the money. We paid out of
that was
pocket for the
suggested
Airbnb.
by Mike, but we paid for it.
Yeah.
We planned.
And
all
Jake,
the
no,
money
we're not saying he
spent
jacked
at the
all the
protest.
money. It's no, there's
There's
I received $6,000 of the money. So there's that. And
not to mention the GoFundMe didn't even cover the event. Enoch would have, even if he got all the money, he would have paid $3,000 plus out of his own pocket, out of his company, to do this.
And we had talked ahead of time about expenses that Mike had, but he never produced invoices for the expenses or receipts.
Jake, he took $2,620 and ran, and he hasn't paid it to Enoch, which Enoch paid out of his pocket.
And also
that amount was not used for the protest.
The rest
The
of the
closest
money
thing that he
had
came up
come
to
in,
with receipts.
the majority
was
of the money
fucking-
had come in before the event. So Mike was sitting on the
Yeah.
money before while the event happened and watched me pay out of pocket.
Yeah, that's
And he
probably
had
the
money.
biggest thing that's making me mad
Yeah,
is
that's not
Enoch had to
we
pay out of
don't know.
pocket.
We don't know.
Well, that's pretty frustrating, you know.
Yeah, that's not cool. Especially
I mean,
when he was said that
you-
that the money wasn't there, it was trickling in.
Yeah.
I
And
did
it
take
actually was there.
complete power over the spending because I was running the budget of the event. I was producing the event, and I had thousands of dollars of my own company's gear on the lines. And so
And everything was shared with us. You didn't just go
yeah,
and do
we
anything.
were doing everything live
Everything
in
was
Zoom
shared with
meetings
us.
every night with a
Mhm.
budget, and everybody had access to all the files that we were working with and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Jake,
so-
from what you've heard, from what Jake's heard, Mike's sitting on the money. Well, then why doesn't
Pay.
Mike just give it? Why doesn't he pay him?
It's
I
not
mean,
that
it's simple.
complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what we're asking.
we wouldn't be doing this if he got paid.
I think each of
Everybody-
us has told him to hand it
And
over.
we're
Yeah.
coming out because like after giving him weeks and weeks and weeks, he just the other day he produced a bank receipt that had $1,900 in it. But that's not the remainder of the GoFundMe. Even if we give him the $1,400 that he says that he spent, so then it's like, you know, this is what's left from the GoFundMe, and it needs to go towards the protest invoices, and that's all that we.
No, why why wouldn't Enoch take $2,600? Does that really make sense?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
I mean, you got to understand.
Especially
that
when
Enoch-
everybody has
Enoch
been asking him to pay.
Enoch's been running a business that does this exact, type of thing for years. He's knows how to handle this type of thing.
Yeah.
And when he's putting out his own money
other
for a
peop-
company like this, he's not gonna not take the money that he needs to do something.
Yeah,
I mean,
Enoch
especially
had-
when that's what it was for.
Yeah, there was more than just him. He had a group of guys that came down they were on the clock. I mean, there was wages to be paid or hotel rooms to
Yeah,
house the people. And it's
so
not
there's-
just drone people. It was
The,
other
the
people
crew
that-
the crew had to
We had to pay for the cruise expenses because they're just workers, you know? So the people that came down and worked the event, not my business partner, he worked the whole event for free. But the
But your
people that came
laborers.
down and worked the event, I paid them a day wage for each day, and then we got them a hotel room in DC. You know? And that's customary for events like this. And so,
Absolutely.
like, I did everything by the books, the way you're supposed to do it. Invoices, I have every receipt, you know?
It's also very important to mention that it's not just we need to purchase this stuff to make the protest happen, period. There has to be a lot of permits, and there were a lot of things that they required from you. It wasn't just because you wanted people there, it's because you were required to have a certain profile of people. You had to follow standards, you had to follow guidelines. There were a lot of things that were demanded from the protest that we had to
Jake.
comply with.
All
And
right,
that's very
Jake.
important. They would say things like, you need to have a certain material for this area, and you cannot have this here, and you cannot have this there. And all that stuff had to be paid for. It's not that
Yeah.
complicated.
Jake.
It's and yeah, Jake,
Jake, what you're talking about is a separate issue. And Mike Rhodes, he had a separation with his wife, and he gave UFDA to me. He gave it to
In front
me.
of everybody.
Yeah.
We
In front
all
of
witnessed
everybody,
it. I
and-
witnessed him saying, "I give you over the fucking."
And you can go
UFDA
back
is
and you
our
can see the episode where it says UFDA is a new leader. You can find that episode. Mike gave UFDA to me, and I've been running it. I run the website. I run all the Help Save Our Hobby thing.
Even
I
before he
pay
gave
for
it to you,
everything.
even
right?
before this,
And-
you were running it.
And just since we started selling hoodies, have we made any money to be able to pay for even like the Zoom that we use or anything? But instead, we used it for Help Save Our Hobby stickers. We spent it all on that. You know?
And also, yeah.
We didn't
And
hijack anything from Mike. He gave it to me. And then when we were doing this event, he decided that he wanted to own UFDA Crew again.
Right.
And
Once
he's using the money
he made
and holding it
decisions
as
on his own.
leverage to try to use this as a power move.
But it wasn't like Enoch stole it from him. The discussion was when we saw shady activity, Enoch said, should we lock him out until we figure out what's going on?
What Jake refers to as advantage, it was actually responsibility. He took responsibility for everything that was going around the protest, which was huge. Something that's very important to mention is that any decision that Mike made, it wasn't taking anyone in account. Every single decision that Enoch made, it was taking absolutely everybody into account. We all had a say, and it was discussed, and opinions were taken into account. It's not as simple as you put it.
And Jake, Mike Rhodes was not even at our Zoom meetings for the last 2 weeks before the protest.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because money was there, though.
He was thinking about how he wanted to own UFDA Crew, and part of that was that we were in discussions with having multiple groups back to protest, and part of us having those discussions was saying that we were going to be the independent group that does this protest, and it's going to be a non-profit. And when Road Riot or other groups wanted to be a part of it, we had to say to all these other groups, like, you can support what we're doing, but we're doing this independently, and we're doing this for the community and as a community group, and we're not going to do it for any one business or any one thing like that. And so we made sure that was the fucking point that we were paying attention to, you know? And Mike was thinking about other stuff, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I mean, the stuff that some people may have heard, it might be like third-party info,
Well,
it might
I'm
be
just saying-
whatever, but like
I'm
this
just
is
saying
we
the-
all saw the timeline.
Exactly.
We all saw what happened.
The
Everybody
core
here
walkthrough-
knew about this. We all made group decisions except for Mike. And now there's almost $3,000 missing. How are you gonna fuck one of your boys over like that?
Jake,
It's fucked
using
up.
it for money and fame is like ridiculous.
Are you
Let's
for
be
real,
honest.
Jake?
And who the fuck is this guy? First of all, we were all there. We saw what happened.
Who's paying you?
Is this Jake from
Where
State
is
Farm?
my fame,
my
guys?
goodness.
He's so delusional.
Is this State Farm,
sorry.
Jake?
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, later.
Later, Jake. Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
bye.
Go hop on somebody else's dick.
Was that Jake from State Farm?
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
even know.
Was it Gravy?
But like, let's
Yeah.
be honest. Let's be honest. We didn't do anything. We didn't struggle. We didn't not sleep for fucking a whole month so we could make money. Because if you look at all the shirts that we sold, there were no profit. You can look on the website.
It was a non. How are we gonna make money off of
let me-
fucking
It all says
non-profit?
non-profit.
Let me
The
be
fuck?
honest real quick. Haley, they keep saying something about this is a power move. What power are you getting from holding the control of UFDA? Like we're not fucking
paying the
Rotor
bills,
Riot
the
here.
power to pay the bills.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
we're not
But,
we're
like,
not fucking
here's the
Rotor
thing.
Riot here.
Here's the thing.
Yo, when's the
Here's
last
the thing.
time this stream has seen Mike's face?
Well,
A long
so
time,
we-
he doesn't participate in this.
We had a talk about all of this in UFDA chat, and Mike said his opinion, and his opinion was about he owns UFDA and can do whatever the hell he wants, and that ownership meant he was saying he owned Help Save Our Hobby and all the shit that we did working on that, and all the art that we did, and everything that we've done, and that was not going to fly, especially after he gave it all to us, and I've been holding it, and we've been all using it as like this cool fucking thing that we built a community with, you know? And so like the whole idea is silly. Like the only thing that matters here is that we did
people
an
matter,
event,
dude.
and Mike
people
Rhodes
fucking-
took, advantage of everybody and needs to just make it right.
Yeah, like
You know?
if he made it right, none of this shit would be happening. And people have all their opinions and not fact that oh, Enoch hijacked it. Well, what about me leaving UFDA crew when all that shit went down, when Mike Rhodes gave it to Enoch? Me and him had a falling out, and we didn't talk for like, what, 7 months, 8 months?
I left too for the same reason.
Yeah, like a bunch
We both
of
left, yeah.
people left.
Yeah.
It's just like this. People are talking about shit. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
What sucks is like people will state things as facts when they weren't even there, just like spreading fucking stupid shit. Where it's like people were actually there, and there are facts.
Who else
there
was
are
out?
receipts.
Yeah,
and,
who was
like,
there freezing in that cold in DC with us? Who was there? You know,
right?
Yeah,
It was so cold.
It was very cold.
Yeah,
It was freaking warm.
I probably still have sand in my eyes. Yeah, it's a
the dude
it's a
from
power
Alaska
trip.
was probably like, "Oh, this is nice."
Oh yeah, he understood me right away.
Yeah.
Here we go. Again, it's a power trip. It's not a power trip.
We're not
It
trying
is
to
what
be
it is.
power
We're just telling. We're just trying to
right.
let people know, like, that
Yeah, we don't
Enoch
want
got fucked
people to
over out of
be
almost $3
negative
grand.
about this. We don't want this to be a thing about negativity. We just want the protest money to go to the protest. That's it.
Well, we want the people that actually participated into the protest and all the funding and all that to actually know where the money actually went to where it went.
Did we give one of
there's
the
certain
designs?
issues and it's still going through it.
Did we get
Haley,
one of the
he
designs
he
to
had
Rotor
this
Pit?
money. He had held on to this money. This money was still held on to and in his hand, and not being gone to where it was supposed to go before
for
he
his
was
travel
ever
expenses.
locked out. He can't say that he was locked out. That he's holding it because he was locked out. This is why he got locked out.
He had it. He had it for 2 months.
Exactly.
2 months. He was holding on to this money, supposedly,
And
we don't
lying,
even have
saying that it
proof
was
that he
trickling
had the
in.
money still.
Yeah.
So
He was saying that it
that.
was trickling in, and you can like there was access to the bank statement, or not the bank statement, but the PayPal, saying that thousands of dollars in lump sums were given out. So lying about money is fucking your boys over. That's fucked
You
up.
watched the
And
person
anybody
who's
in
he
here.
lied. He lied to all of us about when the money was going to the from the GoFundMe.
But
You know?
also,
And
that's
what made this all happen.
I'd like to point out that even though this happened and it's a very simple thing that could be solved very easily and quickly, and it could be so painless, we shouldn't even be here talking about it. He should have just paid, period.
Yeah.
Everything before that was fucking amazing. The way we worked together, the responsibilities that each one took, all the time that was dedicated, the resources, everything. There
we were
was so
sitting
much
here-
work behind it.
People would wake up and they would say, "Where's the to-do list?" Like Little A would hit me up at like 10 in the morning saying, "Where's the to-do list?" And then I would throw her the link to the to-do list and she would just start going. You know what I mean? Everybody was doing amazing work to make this fucking happen. And it's heartbreaking that this stupid bullshit, like, who cares about who the fuck owns something? You can't own a crew. You can't own a crew of people. You know what I mean? And like, no one is gonna sit here and tell us that they own our artwork or the things we
that's what I'm
do
saying, dude. It
or
was
fucking
clear.
ideas we come up with. Fuck that. You know? And
or that it was done for fame. What the fuck is wrong?
Yeah,
with you to
who gives
say
a
that?
fuck about fame? 1,000.
We all got paid
subscribers is-
exposure.
That's plenty.
Look, the
That's
only one doing it
plenty.
for fame was Michael Rhodes. Michael Rhodes was buddying up with Rotor Riot, straight the fuck up, and he liked how they were giving him a little bit of authority.
I'm doing it for fame. You probably have more freaking views and subscribers on your account than I do. And this is a real fact.
Yeah.
Welcome to online.
I mean, honestly, like, why are we not here just tearing him a new asshole? Like, we're just putting shit out there that happened, letting you guys know, but instead of going the other way and just flaming the dude and putting his personal info out there. Yeah, like, I mean, we're not putting his email and phone number and home address out there and shit. Like, I mean, there's so much that we could be doing. Instead, we're trying to go about this calm and let people know what the fuck happened. So if you think
we felt like it was a responsibility to let people know.
Yeah.
Well, dude, that's what I'm saying is when you be responsible for all that money, that's a lot of fucking money, and you have to know how to keep track of it. If you don't, that's nobody's problem except your own. And that's what happened. Is he might have, it probably wasn't malicious at all. He probably just misappropriated funds and he didn't keep track. And apparently he didn't have the receipts to back up what he spent. That's the whole issue. That's fine if he spent the money. We just wanted to see where he spent it, and he.
Well, it's not fine if he spent the money because we had a budget. You know what I mean? And so we were trying to operate in the budget, and so like, that's the thing. Like, he had an amount of money that we had an idea of what he might spend out of the budget, but like, he can't just appropriate a random amount for himself while there's actual bills over here that we have to pay. You know? So that doesn't fly.
Bills that were agreed on. Bills that were agreed on.
Yeah,
bills
by everybody
that were
in every
discussed.
meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's actual credit card bills coming in that need checks wrote out to cover expenses that were made that weekend. 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
Right.
I mean, the whole thing is this whole thing scaled to whatever came in from the GoFundMe, and we never thought they would get that big. And Enoch always said that he would put more of his money from his production company into it, or like donate the time of his production company. So there was always going to go over. It was planned to go. It was it was planned to go over budget the whole fucking time. But when you have over $10,000 coming in, and all of a sudden there's $3,000 missing, but somebody has receipts to show this is how much we spent. It's fucked up that money doesn't go to the person. It's simple fucking math. It's got nothing to do with a power move. It's the money has to go where it was supposed to go, and that's the Enoch.
Right.
Catch you later.
So
we were all running the budget. I was running all the production. He doesn't own the brand. He gave the brand to me.
He does not hold an LLC on UFDA.
Yeah. All the things that are UFDA, I pay for. The websites, the Help Saver hobby, I pay for. You know what I mean? Like,
and you're only doing this because it looked like Mike was leaving. Looked like he was doing other stuff, and we were.
The one thing that Enoch didn't have control of was this
the PayPal.
GoFundMe.
Yeah,
the GoFundMe.
The one thing I didn't have control of was the GoFundMe. So it's, we have every receipt and more because I paid like over $1,000 out of pocket for stuff.
Zip tie fence, what, 2,000 for the fucking zip tie fence?
Zip tie fence was ridiculous.
That company freaking, and then the porta potties,
evil.
Bro, you order porta potties, they're like, oh, it's gonna be like a day.
Well,
late.
they got caught in traffic, and that's the thing.
A day later,
these stupid fucking things cost money. You know what I mean? And it all adds up. And we have all the receipts, and the thing is, right after the event, we got all the receipts together, and we're sitting here waiting for invoices from Mike Rhodes and the rest of the money so that we could post it all to the website and be done with this. But then he just kept kicking the can down the road.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so we let him kick the can for a little while because we're nice. And then we caught him lying about everything. And then it's like we kind of gave him a couple weeks. And now we're letting everybody know what happened. Thanks, Lanuzo. Thanks, John.
And also about people saying he owns UFDA, blah, blah. UFDA is not just a name. It's a collective. It's us. It's the people.
I mean, it's like...
So when somebody gets greedy and they want to go off the fucking do whatever they want to do, well, guess what? The people, the actual crew is what fucking matters, not
what was the first
UFDA.
thing that we did?
And that's besides what we even came here to discuss. Like, that's not the point of what we came here to let the community know what happened with the money. I mean, that's the responsible thing to do, right?
There was actually a lot of people buying the pizzas. Like,
there was like 3 people that
were ordering them in. I know Tyler got some pizzas.
That was awesome.
Yeah, Tyler and Seth Eakin got
we're
pizzas.
We're not putting him.
Mary Beth did.
Yeah, Mary.
They're asking here why we're putting him on blast. We're not putting him on blast. This is the last resource. He has been asked repeatedly to do what he has to do, 2 months, yeah, not weeks, 2 months.
And like
and
he's
he
blocked
doesn't
me on
want to
Facebook, so I can't even message
he doesn't
him.
want to reply, or he
Yeah, he's
doesn't
not
want to
talking
he doesn't
to
want to
us.
debate. It's because he doesn't want to. He has been asked by everyone, you have to show where you spent the money. The bottom line is he has money that he has not said where it went, what happened
No
to
receipts.
it, no receipts,
Yeah,
and no accountability whatsoever. And here we are still waiting. So it's super
Right.
shady, and it's not putting someone on blast after
That's
2
just
months and a
bad
little bit
business.
more.
That's just bad
It's-
business
Right, 'cause-
practices, but you can't
Because
do that
Enoch
with a
did give him
nonprofit.
that. Enoch did give him that option. Said, you know, if you have invoices for where the money went, that's fine, you know, but gather those together because that's how it works.
Yeah.
The only thing that we saw close to anything that I remember seeing was a couple of receipts, like a receipt for $20 in gas here and 40 there. Maybe it was gas, maybe it was whatever. It was from a gas station. But a
Hey,
trip,
tornado girl. Sorry.
a trip that far, you're fine. What's up, Mary?
No.
A trip that far, who stops and gets fucking $20 in gas, $40 in gas?
Yeah.
You know, like that's some weird receipts to pull up that aren't even relevant to the protest. And that's all he could see.
Yeah.
And he pulled those up multiple times. He kept, every time he said, I've got these invoices, he pulled those same things up.
But no, we'd
was-
ask for an invoice and he would pull up an Excel sheet where he typed in the numbers.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Kept saying he was looking for it. And whenever he would say, you know, find something and
Yeah,
post it, it was what he had already posted.
I need a beer too. I'm reading Catch You Later, and I need a beer. The delusion
I
is
think
real.
I have a beer.
I'm taking a dab.
Yeah. People are weird.
No, and I mean, like, do you think like we don't want to do this? Like, we're all sitting here like bummed out, and obviously not ourselves. Like, this isn't fucking fun. Like, we're not doing.
No.
Like, if we're talking about like something that happened and we might not even be on this fucking channel, why would we put this shit on the channel and do this? And a lot of people might be getting fucking lied. A lot of people might be getting lied to. Yeah, it doesn't
Exactly.
this doesn't make sense.
The only reason why we're doing
not
this is to
tell
be
people what
transparent
happened?
with
I mean-
the people, not like to fucking put Mike on blast, although he totally deserves it. But this is more about being transparent with the people that give money and everything.
Yeah, it's about being honest with you guys, because that's what's
exactly.
important. It's not important to like I don't want any I don't want anything to happen to Mike other than him hand the money over from the GoFundMe so we can pay off the invoices. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's it.
No, it's we, like we, all of us, like everybody that like everybody that's here, and then there's a couple people that aren't. Everybody was in agreement that everybody saw what was going on. It's like Vicious Vice said, it's not like all of us. What's more like what makes more sense, all of us against one person for fucking somebody over, or one person you know, I don't even know. Like,
I mean, let's hear it. You guys seem to have
it's
some
so fucked
insight.
up.
What is it? You guys seem to have some insight that
Yeah.
I mean, if there's
It's all
something that
I
we've
heard.
completely
Mike,
missed
obviously.
here,
They've
if there's
spoken to
something
Mike.
if there's something that we've missed here that you know that we've seriously fucking missed, then we need to hear it. But I mean, you guys are just, I mean, you get what I'm saying.
I don't get how like Jake and Catch You Later are like involved when they are on the outside. Like, we live this, we know what happened on the inside, and whatever hearsay you got, you're like blabbing it off like it's fact. Like, go drink your hot sauce.
It's essentially like the entire crew versus Mike Rhodes.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? And that is because Mike Rhodes has done something that nobody can understand why the hell he would do it.
So Kat said something in the chat, like that she was introduced to Mike Rhodes as the owner of UFDA and Enoch as the co-owner. Who introduced them as that? And when was this? Because if it was like over, I think like 2 years ago, then Enoch wasn't in UFDA crew and Mike Rhodes was like doing his thing. But after that, this whole thing doesn't make sense at all.
If you've been here watching the show, take a minute, step back, and look at what you've seen yourself over the past, you know, whatever amount of time. You see who's been literally running the show.
And
No,
the
has-
owning or
fact-
whatever
Scene
you
photo.
want to call
No,
it,
but
well, somebody in a
guys-
crew at one point has
And I'm
to wear the crown,
and I don't think, but like I
or
said,
has to
this
wear
isn't
the
even.
hat and be able.
It's
to
not
take
even what
the
we came
list
here
that's
to
listed.
Yeah,
say.
it's not
though,
even
you
the
know?
issue. The issue is that
Yeah.
people donate to a GoFundMe, and the money's supposed to go to pay for the protest event. And now Mike Rhodes is holding on to money and using it for leverage to have a fight over stupid shit.
But bottom line, guys, bottom line is that, okay, let's say that he owns absolutely everything. He is the master of all of us. We are just here as a community he created, and we have not created anything. Even so, he made decisions on his own, even though he was the person that the least worked for the protest. Everybody else was 24/7 working on this. He was the person that we never saw, never said anything, never shared anything. And all of a sudden he has money that we don't know what he spent on. That's not right, period. Even if he was the sole owner of this, that's not right. Simple.
And he
And
should
that's
have
what we're
receipts
trying to
for
talk about
everything,
here.
which
It's
he
not
doesn't.
about who
Yeah.
who owns what or who owns who. It's the fact of somebody did something wrong. We're just pointing out.
I mean, don't you think if he was, you know, the sole leader of this thing and was doing things right, that his whole crew wouldn't be sitting here laying this information out? I mean,
Yep.
I mean, how many people here, like how many people in the chat would fuck their boys and their family over for $3,000 and then dip? If you do, if that's something that you do, then don't ever fucking talk to me again if you think that that's okay.
Yeah.
That's the fucked up part. That's why we're here. Like it's if you're gonna fuck your boys over, then fuck you.
And
to put
by
it really
boys,
fucking
it's not
blunt.
only us. It's like how many people in the community.
Yo, I'm actually
It's
gonna
like
hop off you
it's,
guys.
it's fucking up the community. It's not only us. It's the community in general.
Mhm.
later,
Alright,
Chris.
Chris.
Later, Chris.
Oh, I better make Enoch. Don't want to end the meeting right now, right? That'd be funny.
Suspense.
All
Yeah,
right.
what my kid is saying, yeah, it's true, exactly. This is why we're here. This isn't about making drama. This is about clarifying something that needs to be clarified because there are legal implications to it. Period.
Literally.
Money
Yeah,
that
'cause
was
it's a lot of
donated was
money.
not used for what it was supposed to be used. Period.
Mhm.
We are being held accountable. We are taking responsibility. The leader of this thing isn't even here. He's not talking to us.
Well, he's
Come
not the
on.
leader. That's the thing. Is like he's not the leader.
Obviously.
He hasn't
That's
been
why I said
leading.
quote unquote.
You know? And it's like he may want to be the leader, and he may regret giving away UFDA crew to us.
And even
You know?
to be a leader, you need some people that follows you.
But you know what? I'm sorry.
Jake, Enoch consulted on everything. This has already been mentioned on several times. I don't think you're fully grasping what's being said. Everything, the entire budget was discussed by Enoch with everybody else, and decisions were made based on what everybody thought.
And this
So
is a
I think you
moving
got
budget.
it very wrong
wasn't
there.
It's not
up-
like we know how
There was
much
no
money it's gonna
financial
get.
decisions that were up to Mike Rhodes. Like, we were all making decisions together. We have a fucking budget, and we're looking at the budget, and we're saying, okay, how much can we spend for this, and how much can we spend for that? And we had to design the budget, and Mike Rhodes did not operate inside that budget. What he did was try to, like, do his own thing, and he never produced invoices, and we have invoices and receipts for everything, and you know what I mean? We did things the right way, and he
We
didn't.
had a meeting like this every single night.
Every night.
Everything was discussed, and
I
And
never
we
saw
don't-
Mike
we're not
on
freaking-
any
Hey.
meeting.
And we're not professionals at this.
Yeah, Gravy's about to say it. Go ahead.
Yeah, just to let Lanuzo, like it's there, like there's a donate button, but you can't donate. It won't let you donate. Like the donations have been closed.
I've also
It's been closed for a while.
Yeah. And like if you feel like you want your money back, I think you can go to GoFundMe and get your money back. But you know, I'd much rather Mike Rhodes just pay the rest of the money and we can all move on. You know, but then there's options of dealing with this other ways, but you know, so silly. Nobody wants to deal with that. It's so fucking stupid.
Well, isn't this so? Some, Enoch, you correct me. I'm just responding to Jake's question in the chat there.
We kept upscaling the event to use the budget.
Jake said
the budget was
Jake
the
said
amount of money
why
donated to the GoFundMe. There's not money in the GoFundMe to be left over for Mike Rhodes to keep. That was not in the cards. The money was all to be spent for the protest. Right. That's what we were all.
It was in an
building
agreement.
the budget off of was the amount of money in the GoFundMe.
I just want to get this one. Jake said, why spend the money out of your pocket before, draining the specific fund.
that was one of the things.
That's one of the things.
Mike Rhodes was lying, saying that there was no money in the specific fund.
Wait. But let AJ say what he's saying.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's exactly like we were at the protest, and Enoch is pulling money out of his own, his own pocket, his own business, because Mike Rhodes said that money wasn't there when it was.
Yeah,
it had been there for an entire month. The majority of the money he had already received before the event, and he lied about it.
That
for another month after, he was still lying about it, and he hadn't produced any receipts or invoices by then either.
That amount told us how big the event could scale to, so he was going by that, and then the money wasn't actually given back with that scale in mind. So it wasn't like we're just running with like, oh no, let's make it bigger, the actual fund was getting bigger, and we're like, oh, we could do this, oh, we could do that, and it was all a crude decision. It's fucking, and Mike didn't even get interested until it was like getting successful. That's fucking bullshit. And Jake threw a lot of his ass, dude.
Yeah,
wasn't he gonna turn around and not
what
come?
What the fuck do you know?
Yeah, at one point he wasn't even going to show up.
And he was there with us the whole time, like having fun, hanging out, and then lying to our faces that he had the money the whole time.
Yeah. It's very uncomplicated. I don't know where these people
Haley's
get their information from.
Saying that you spent that money without Mike knowing. I mean, Mike's every single person that was there at the protest, saw Enoch give Sammy fucking money for everybody to get hot dogs to eat or to do this or whatever. Like
that Sammy money was
Mike
my pocket money.
Yeah,
I didn't pay for tacos. He didn't pay for tacos
Mike
at the
knew.
Airbnb because I gave all my cash money in my pocket to Sammy.
Mike was aware. Mike was well aware.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
like I was saying,
all of a sudden, because if he wasn't aware of this and if he was not okay with this, he would have also stopped the GoFundMe, but he didn't. He kept it open so money would keep coming in. He knew that this was money being donated for the protest, and he kept it coming. He had the choice to stop it. So why did he keep it coming if it was not going to go to the protest? If he was then going to act like none of this was being discussed with everybody and being approved so that the protest would have a bigger impact? Because at the end of the day, the goal was to have an impact. And we're not going to be like, well, we consider $2,000, but now we have $4,000. But we're not going to use the $2,000 for all this other stuff that we can provide for the protest. No, because we're stupid. Of course not. And why did he not shut down the GoFundMe? He wanted more money. It's not that complicated. God damn it.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, like, this was a non-profit, so all the donations coming in, if we didn't spend them all,
he's not here because I can't even send him a message. He blocked me on Facebook.
To defend a retort.
Look, we tried to do something. We tried to do something positive. We were up every night until 4 or 5 in the morning together, making this shit happen.
Exactly.
And I mean, like,
are Jake's arms tired from swinging on Mike's nuts so hard? Jesus Christ, dude!
Oh fuck!
Jesus Christ, dude! Fucking Jake. Arms check, Mike, for fucking Jake.
I mean, what would Mike have done? What would Mike have done with? So, what would Mike have done with this 10,000 if Enoch had never done all that? You know what I mean? You'd be stuck with freaking trying to come up with stories what to do with that money.
So I would think went back home or something.
So if it was me that the community donated 10 G's to, I'd be like, "Fuck, bro! Like, I gotta spend this, right?"
Right.
And if someone was on the East Coast that could do that for me, I'd be more than, I don't care how much it would cost.
And like it was a successful event. Where the fuck do you think the money came from? Why would Enoch donate all this fucking money? Like it in this time, like you can't like it just none of the shit that people are complaining about makes sense. What we're saying is that money wasn't appropriated correctly. It should have gone to Enoch, the end, and it didn't. Like what? No, we're not talking about who stole shit and all that. To the bills.
To the bills. The actual invoices for the things that we needed, like the tent, the signage, the PR newswire service, you know, lodging and fucking food for the 2 guys that we hired to put on the event.
Truck
the fucking passenger van, the box trucks for the gear. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit costs money, and we have it all itemized and invoiced. Receipts for everything. So like we did everything we could possibly do, and we were waiting for Mike Rhodes to finish his little part, which he said he spent $1,400. So then the leftover, if he gave me $6,000 and he spent $1,400, and
oh wait, so just like we thought, the throwaway account is Mike. Hallie Williams is Mike Rhodes. All right. Well,
I figured that was the girl.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Mike, where's the money?
Or come on, fucking hop on Zoom and let's fucking
let's. I mean, honestly, let's squash this shit and get it over with. I mean, Enoch has all the receipts, all the invoices, and all the shit showing all this stuff. Paid actual hard copies of the receipts, not the invoice that he sent Mike Rhodes that was ignored. But like,
and
all
I still can't believe that all the weeks that we worked on this, I never saw him or heard of him. Not a single fucking time.
Listen, Mike was helping. Mike was helping in the beginning. He was helping, and we were all working together. And then when it came to Road Riot being involved, I was really adamant, and I think the rest of us were really adamant about how Help Save Our Hobby had to be independent of any company, because that's the only way we would be legitimate in throwing a protest. Otherwise, we'd just be a PR thing for a company. And so we said we're not going to be working with other groups. We're going to be letting them support us, you know, but like we're going to draw the line there, and we're going to thank them for the support and find the next group to support us so we can get the most amount of people. And that's how we played it. And Mike didn't like that and was talking to Road Riot, and we said, hey, we're organizing everything in a way right here that we've all agreed on, and we're doing it openly in Zoom, and you need to be a part of that. And we made a Facebook group where everybody could type into that Facebook group so everybody could see what people are talking about, you know? And we thought that we had solved the problem. We had talked to Mike about it in a Zoom, and we thought we solved it. And then he didn't show up for the rest of the time. You know?
Yeah, I mean, Enoch, you got screenshots of your receipts for thousands of dollars worth of shit. Fucking bring them up, dude. Like actual pictures of receipts.
Oh, Michael War actually commented. There you go. Mike, hop on fucking Zoom, man. Yeah. You gotta know.
Yo,
come on.
It's not my view. Everybody saw everything that happened with their own eyes, bro.
That's why we're here.
Everything was open in Zoom the whole time.
Everybody in the UFDA crew is supporting what is being said right now. The ones that are not here are still on the loop, and they are supporting what we're saying right now. And no one is behind Mike. None. Not a single person in UFDA is okay with what he did. No one. Like at all. It's common sense, man.
Yeah, I mean, we're really fucking debating stealing money from your friends and your family. Like that's
Because
this
apparently,
is
if you're the leader, you're entitled to doing so.
like we're talking about one fucking thing here. Can we stay on one fucking topic? Where's the fucking money? The end. We'll deal with other shit another fucking time when you guys want to deal with it. But Jesus Christ, like this is about one
power
thing.
moves and whatnot. Like, are you trying to justify stealing money? Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
How? It's not that complicated.
And bottom line, dude, if you're being honest and you have nothing to worry about, you would want to come on here to defend yourself. We're inviting you. Fucking let's squash it right now, because fucking Jake's gonna have a heart attack with his boyfriend's like whatever. But you know, it's fucking open, dude. Like, come and talk.
Send him the link.
Nothing to worry about.
I guess send him the link. I'm telling you.
Yeah, for real.
You're in
like
for a ride.
if you're being honest, come on and let's fucking talk about it. Don't be a bitch. No?
Haley, nothing is left in the GoFundMe. It's all in Mike Rhodes' bank account.
Yeah, yeah. We've seen the GoFundMe payouts, and that kind of started the ball rolling. Of
That's when we found out he was lying to us.
Yeah, 11 verse 1 is intimidating. So is somebody not paying off the debt that they fucking owe. Like what? I mean, how is that intimidating? The debt is one-on-one.
Yeah. If that was me, I would want to come on.
Jake, I don't think you're about fairness, because the way you're wording the questions is already one-sided, 100% one-sided.
Exactly.
You're not about fairness at all.
I was sitting here about to say the same thing.
No, dude, you're not open-minded at all.
I just never seen anybody such in love. Like, Jesus Christ.
With so little information and so in love.
It isn't, Jake, it isn't fair, right? That's because
it's
there's
not
a majority of freaking there's obviously there's a common like issue here that we all have against that.
It's like if you steal from 10 people in a room and they all confront you, it's not fair.
It's not us ganging up on that one person.
Fair.
Something
it's
happened.
Gonna suck. But guess what? You shouldn't have fucking stole from 10 people in a room.
Right.
You know, it's simple.
Haley, the money Haley, we've seen it. We've seen that there's no money in the GoFundMe itself. It was cashed out. That's what started this shit.
Yeah. He cashed it out.
I mean, that's not one-sided.
The majority of it was cashed out before the protest. So he watched me pay for it all with money that people had donated to pay for costs of the protest. He watched me pay for it. And he had the money.
No, we don't need a mediator. Enoch needs the money that he fucking paid out, and then
to pay the rest
of the shit.
The money that people donated needs to go to the costs of the protest.
Like we mentioned,
they're like, you guys have to go on Oprah.
Yeah, bro. If someone took freaking $20 from Jake, he'd be livid.
Dude, Jake, I'll tell you right now, he didn't steal from anyone. He stole from the public. You're right. Why do you think we're fucking doing this? We didn't want to do this.
That's why
we're telling you.
All of his accounts for UFDA when he gave us UFDA crew. He gave us all of the accounts. So, like, of course we have the accounts.
What Mongo said, be a man and defend yourself. And you know what?
And there are a lot
Mike
of things.
gets on, we'll all fucking mute our shit. We're not going to gang up on him. Straight up. Like, be a man, defend your fucking name. Because right now you're looking like a fucking thief in front of everybody.
Yeah.
And we'll shut the fuck up and you tell your story and you and Enoch can fucking talk. We'll mute our shit. But be about your shit and be a fucking man about it. Because right now you're not.
Jake, I don't know what to tell you.
If USPS stole, see, there's something's wrong with your logic, because if USPS stole $200 from me, I'd be all up on their shit.
People did not donate for Mike Rhodes to have a slush fund. They donated for us to produce a protest to help save the hobby.
Yep.
Dude, I paid out of my own pocket.
And UFDA crew has nothing to fucking do with it, because help save our hobby, the thing that we all built together, help save our hobby, did the protest, because that was a community group that did a First Amendment protest. That's why
And
we
there
could
are
not
things
have
that
any companies involved, because First Amendment has to have no companies.
Look at the shit that we put together in less than a month. We put together an event that was scaled up, and scaled up by what people were donating because they wanted to see. And now, like, all of a sudden, people are saying that we're the bad guys. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
No
We
one's
spent
saying we're the bad
tireless
guys.
nights.
It's just Jake.
Well,
It's just Jake.
Jake from
saying
State
it.
Farm.
Well, I'm trying to get across to like it doesn't line up. Like, this whole thing doesn't line up. That, I mean, it's not defamation. It happened.
my
We
God.
have the proof. Like,
it's
why
very
does-
easy to have proof about things that were spent and things that came in and things that went out. If you withdraw the funds from GoFundMe, there's a statement
you're
that says so.
responsible
You
for
can't
those
just
funds being
and you can't just say, "Oh no, the money's still there." No, there's something that shows that it was withdrawn. So the fuck, it's not that
As well,
complicated.
look how far we are past the protests. You know, this isn't like the day after the protest and we're just being like, oh, hey, look what happened. You know, this has been an issue.
We've had to sit on it for a while.
We tried.
I mean,
doing things as nice as we could.
Enoch's selling equipment to pay rent. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, my sound company, just so you guys all know, like, like the reality of it is the audio business is dead. So I lost like my entire company's year of gigs. We lost the whole year of gigs. They've all canceled. So I'm fucked. And then right before I lose every gig that there is, I spent all the money I had on producing the event, knowing that the GoFundMe money was there. And the money I spent would just be paid for with the GoFundMe money. And then we came back and Mike said that the money hadn't come in yet, and we waited another month. He said that it hadn't come in yet. And so I sold fucking equipment and paid the rent. You know?
I mean, Jake,
This is real life.
Could have just gone to the lawyers. It is, you know, instead of giving him a chance to fucking.
The whole
I feel like I'm done responding to his questions.
Then everybody would be like, "Oh, why didn't you guys just talk about it? Why'd you go straight to lawyers? That's not cool. Why would you bring lawyers into it? There's no winning in this. I don't understand Jake's fucking issue.
Angle, dude.
Damned if
I don't think my wife would ever defend me like this in the court of law if I was going into like fucking death row. This is ridiculous. But Mike, straight up, come on and talk like a man, or sit there and make fucking talk ramblings on whatever you do. But this is like, I mean, seriously, wait, even just down to the business decision stuff, show us the receipts. If you went in front of a judge, they'd be like, okay, let me see receipts for this stuff. There are receipts. We have the receipts. Mike Rose does not want to show receipts. That's shady as fuck. He also, what I think is super shady, he didn't get interested back in UFDA after he gave it over to Enoch until there was a successful thing happening, which was the protest, which was all the work, blood, and tears that fucking Enoch put in to get all the permits, to do all this fucking bullshit. So you can believe whatever you want. You can live in your fucking world that you live in. But when it comes down to it, it comes down to what actually happened and the receipts and all this fucking shit. And if you're defending someone blindly without knowing what happened, that's shame on you, and you're being a little punk for that. So that's all I gotta say. Good night.
You still have some weight in those lungs?
We already know you got big
Sorry,
lungs.
yeah, just had to bring some positive in that situation a little bit.
Yeah.
Mike,
I mean, for real, like, it didn't have to get to this. It never had to get to this.
Like, the event had to happen. I wasn't going to let the event not happen. Just because the amount of money in the GoFundMe that it says we have, and that we have a budget for, and the budget says, oh, if you spend this money in the budget on this, you'll have enough money for it. Like, that's what I did. I spent the money that we had shit in the budget to spend money for. Like, we built the budget. We did this all, you know?
Hold on, these people should have gotten both sides of the story. Enoch ran him over. So sorry. All right, we're talking about the Help Save Our Hobby thing, and Enoch, who was in the fucking chat? It was me, you, Westside, Little A, I think. Like it was
Zoe.
when we came up, and Zoe, when we came up with the idea. When we came up with the idea, like, so when we actually came up with the idea and started running with it, Mike wasn't around. Mike Rhodes wasn't around. And then it did start off as a joke, like, oh, we should have a fucking protest. And then it turned into, oh shit, we're having a protest. And then money actually came in. And it was like, all right, well, that's our fucking budget.
Remember when I made the meme? When I made the meme, raid the FAA?
Yeah, it was all agreed
and
upon.
then we're just sitting there and like, yo, let's just fucking raid the FAA. For real, though. You know what I mean?
And then, how can we do it? And what
and then I think Wax said there's a park right next to it.
Yeah.
And I was like, you fucking kidding me? And there was a park right the fuck next to the FAA.
Then at the Matt checked that out, the name, it was like Hancock. Hey, isn't that like one of the important parks where
yeah, we looked it up, and there was people doing Vietnam War marches from there. There was people doing women's march starting there. All sorts of shit.
We
so
knew
we were
it
like,
was like a green card right there.
Into place.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did all of this as a nonprofit. We all, as a crew, put in all of our time. We all knew where the money was going. There was nothing hidden. And the money was spent. Like, everybody that donated, your money was spent correctly. It just never got, like, reimbursed to the person that it was supposed to be. And that's the issue that we're trying to talk about. We're not talking about all this other bullshit that people are bringing up in the fucking chat. Is somebody put money out of pocket that was supposed to be paid from the budget, which was the GoFundMe, and it was never repaid. The end. And that's fucked up. Like, I don't get how that one fact is glossed over so fucking easily by like a couple of people. It doesn't make sense. None of this would be happening right now if that money was paid. It didn't come out of my pocket. I mean, I spent time, but I didn't spend. The only money I spent was I drove like 8.5 hours down and 10 hours back, paid $100 in tolls out of my own pocket. And I'm not bitching about it. I don't give a fuck. It was a good fucking cause. Like, we did something positive for the fucking hobby. So like, we wouldn't have to be doing this if everything had just been paid back like it was supposed to be. That's the whole issue, the fucking end. And people are going off the rails talking about all this other bullshit. None of this other bullshit matters right now. What we're talking about is one fucking thing. And that's the money just had to be paid back, and we wouldn't be talking about it. It's so fucking easy. And if anybody really wants to get fucking, if they want to talk history and bullshit, if you want to go through the archives, I started the fucking shit show. Me and Wombat actually started it on my fucking channel like years ago.
So I mean, like, and then it morphed.
Yeah. So what more do you guys fucking want? Like, we told you as Help Save Our Hobby that we be transparent. We're being transparent. We're telling you what the fuck happened. You know, like, if there's another side, then hey, come on in and fucking tell the other side. It's really fucking simple. But everybody that's here, and some people that aren't, excluding Mike Rhodes, we all knew that this was a fucking group effort. And this was all to be agreed upon by everybody involved. Not one person.
We've seen all the records, and we know. And just Mike Rhodes is just not.
I'll send Mike the link.
Bring
it. Might get bad. You guys
it's gonna
ready?
get bad. Obviously.
Yeah, I'm down. Whatever. And this way, people can't say it was one-sided, even though we already saw it.
It doesn't have to get bad. We just like fucking tell the fucking truth.
Just get it the fuck over and squash the shit and get it fucking done with. That's what we fucking want.
Oh, there
Jesus
we go.
Christ.
Sent the wrong link.
I'm so fucking angry right now, and I can't. It's not the time to be. I'm trying to make a point. Like, I'm so fucking angry about this because it doesn't have to be this way.
No, it doesn't.
Like we all love what we're fucking doing, and we don't want to do this, but it has to fucking happen because, like, let's say he is fucking us over. I mean, who's to say he's not gonna fuck shit over for somebody else? I mean, we're not doing this. This isn't fucking fun. Yeah. It's not fun. Yeah, it is the LED chicken. It is traceable, and we fucking saw it.
Up, Swift Duck.
And we also need a
Cement
moderator.
Kids, so check it. We have every receipt, and we have all of the deposits. So it's just all that's left is Mike Rhodes, giving the remainder of the money outside of what he was budgeted to spend. That's it.
Right.
And it's not like that money's gonna go to anybody. It's gonna go and pay off the invoices. And then on top of that, it still went over budget because of last minute things, and I paid that out of pocket. I'm fine with that. I anticipated paying everything that went over out of budget, out of pocket, to give us a little bit of wiggle room. So,
Kat, do you realize how much fucking money it would be for a legal case to be
Not to
from
mention we
Massachusetts to
can't right
Mississippi?
now.
Yeah.
Reminding you.
Not to mention we can't right
The whole thing is worth. Yeah.
Yeah. It's small claims court across state lines and wire fraud, like all kinds of different shit. And like honestly, why go that route when we've been trying to avoid even doing this? We've been trying to avoid this shit at all costs. So why even fucking do it? Like court? Come on. This is between a group of people that can easily be resolved. We don't need court.
You said that Canadian?
Let's donate more money, which got us into this fucking issue in the first place. Donate all the legal funds for both sides. I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't know. The thing is, we don't need a legal case.
It's painful enough.
Yeah,
to do like
all
this.
that needs to happen is Mike needs to send them the money for the GoFundMe. Pay off.
You hear me?
That's it.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So it's not as easy as just sending money over, because like you guys' story is all blown out of proportion. Me and Enoch had an argument 2 weeks prior to the protest, and it was about the whole ownership thing. And the only reason why the ownership thing got brought up is because so like over a year and a half ago, I had a separation with my wife, and I was under a lot of stress. A lot of things changed. I lost my job.
This is not about the ownership thing.
Wait. They got to know the whole story. So they
Just
know
saying.
where we're sitting at. They got to know the whole story. So I had personal issues that I had to deal with, and I put Enoch in charge. I wasn't going to be around. I wasn't around for 6 months. So I put Enoch in charge because out of everybody in UFDA crew, Enoch was going to be the person that could do as much as possible with the group, because he works production just like I do. He's more flexible. He has a voice. I mean, Gravy started the shit show years ago, and Gravy was the voice for the longest time. And then Gravy had to step out because he had personal issues. And at that time, I put Enoch in there because Enoch became the voice for UFDA crew.
You're already wrong, Mike. The issues came from when this happened, and me and Enoch had a falling out. I was there all along doing the show and running the shit. I took like 1 week off because I had the flu, and then I came downstairs to run the show again. And I got burned out for like a week.
Around that time, you were going through stuff at work and all that stuff, and we had talked about putting you in charge of running UFDA crew. But at that point,
we never talked about putting me in charge.
I know this
dude.
is. I'm not saying between you and me. I'm saying like the main people of UFDA crew when it first started, like Wombat and stuff. We were working out trying to figure out who's going to be the best candidate to be able to be the voice and be active. And you had a lot of stuff going on, and Enoch didn't. So I handed everything over to Enoch to run things. Enoch insists that I gave him UFDA crew. I did not give UFDA crew to anybody. I paid taxes on
you
UFDA
did it
crew
in a
every
Zoom live, and you said, "It's your baby."
I said, treat it like your baby.
I'm giving this to you. It's your baby now.
Dude, I would not.
You literally
why
said
the hell
that you
would
gave
I
the
give
keys
up?
over.
Why would I give up 4 years of hard work? UFDA crew ain't about me.
Because
It's
you
about
wanted
all
it
of
to
us
survive,
collectively
which you obviously
making a bigger
don't
wave
right
in
now.
the community.
You don't want it to survive right now, or else you'd be acting different.
Do what?
Like, because you gave it to me because you wanted UFDA
I
crew to
put you in
survive.
charge because I had to step
And the way
out
you're
and handle
acting right
more
now is not
stuff
how
other
you
than
act if you
drones.
wanted UFDA crew to survive. It's how you act if you want to have the money for leverage.
No, that's not the true story. Anyways, the reason why the ownership thing got brought up is because I overheard Enoch say that he had a LLC on UFDA crew, which struck me weird because I'm the one that pays taxes on UFDA crew every year. I fork out
taxes for what?
Dude, I fork out my own personal money to run UFDA crew. UFDA crew doesn't make any fucking money. So I
So you
had to
don't pay
invest money.
taxes.
Yeah, how do you?
Because I invest money into it, and when that money would make money, I'd put it right back in. It just
Oh, it's a
fucking
write-off.
flipped, but I still had to show proof of everything that I spent money on.
Like, you gave it to me. I made a website.
No,
I paid
that's
for the website.
you saying that
I pay for
you,
the Zoom.
You were the face
You gave
for the
it to
shit
me,
show.
and I pay for everything
You do
now.
not get to make
and
executive
you want
decisions about
to own it
UFDA
again, and I'm
And
sorry,
so
but
that
that's not how
argument
it
got
works.
brought up because you had an issue with me talking to Drew and Capper during the protest.
Because we were all making decisions as a group.
It doesn't matter. I've been doing business with Rotor Riot for a long time. And for you to sit there and tell me that I have to handle
I'm the
my
leader of
relationship with Rotor
UFDA
Riot
crew,
a certain way,
and then you come
that's
in
not your
and tell
call.
me that you get to control talking with Drew and Capper instead of all those decisions going through the crew where all the decisions go through.
It doesn't
The fucking
dude,
crew
I
makes
have
all
been,
the decisions.
This,
you think
this
I'm
was
sitting
not
here
an
like a
issue.
fucking authoritarian? No. I sit here in a
This is
Zoom
what he
meeting
does
just
too,
like
by the
this,
way.
and
Every
everybody
time we'd
talks
have an
about what we want to
argument,
do.
he'd overpower
That's
my
how
words
we
with
do
his
things.
Just get to the money part. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Whoever's
So
the
listen.
leader's the leader.
So me
Fine.
and Enoch,
Yeah.
it
Who gives a
was
shit?
Enoch's idea for the protest. It was all his idea to do this protest. I'm not taking any of Enoch's hard work because I feel like he did an excellent job at it. Where he failed at was when we started out hitting this thing full-fledged running. I was spending 15 hours a freaking day in Zoom with him up to the conversation that we had about the whole power shit of who owns UFDA crew. Me and Enoch spent 3 hours on the phone cussing each other out over this shit, and nothing got solved. After that conversation, 3 weeks before that protest, everything
I told
fucking
you
changed.
that conversation.
Everything changed. You left me out of everything. Dude,
That
I'm the one that called for the
that
permits.
conversation got toxic
I'm the
because I
one that
told you,
called
I
for-
said, if you want to come in the middle of the best shit we've ever done, where I'm leading this protest and running things here, and start telling everybody you own UFDA crew and Rotor Riot needs to talk to you and that you're the boss.
I never said
like,
any of that.
That would
Everything that
destroy
me and-
UFDA crew. That's
Hey,
what I told you. I said
hey,
that would
guys,
destroy
guys.
UFDA crew. And
That's-
then
let's just
No,
let's
you
just
were
get to the
telling
money.
me-
Let's
Yeah,
just
get to the money
like
part.
it's here, but like really, like please, like let's just get this the fuck over with. Get
So-
to the money part.
So the
Fast
money part,
forward to
so
the protest.
after that conversation, I got pretty much put in the dark with fucking everything that was done expense wise. It was Enoch's
everything was
idea
in
to
a
keep
budget.
Hold
all
on,
the
Enoch.
scaling.
Hold on.
You gotta let him
Dude, I
talk,
was
dude.
not getting Zoom links. I was not getting Zoom links from anybody. You guys were in Zoom
It was in
doing
the-
stuff.
it
We
was
have a
in
t-
the-
we have a
protest.
team we have a team chat that there is a Zoom link
Yeah,
posted
and we did-
probably 10 fucking times a day. I'm trying to moderate this shit here.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
And
but
then-
like playing.
Did we not
And on
have
top
a
of that, we
conversation
had a Google
between
Drive
you-
where all the things were posted in.
Yeah, let Mike talk. It's only fair that he can actually
Yeah.
speak about what we're talking about. So
When-
let
So when that problem arose or whatever, I reached out to Gravy and Zoe about us working together. We had a live Zoom meeting between the 5 of us about the communication, because the whole me communicating with Rotor Riot and everything that was being told to me, I was relaying to Enoch, but he did not want anything to do with Rotor Riot, and I felt otherwise. They haven't done anything to us to make us look bad or talk shit on us. So for us to even deny their help I thought was fucking crazy. So we got into a Zoom meeting.
Deny their help.
Hold on,
It was
hold on,
about that we were gonna.
Hey, Enoch, let him
Enoch,
talk,
hold on.
dude.
Independent.
Enoch, you can't do that.
Sorry.
He has to be able to say what happened. Don't cut him off.
So we got into a Zoom, and I stressed these concerns to Gravy and Zoe. We got into a Zoom, and the thing that we came across to do was so that way it didn't look like somebody was getting information before the other person. We made a group where Rotor Riot was gonna, if they had any questions related to the protest, that they were to go there, and me and Enoch were both part of that group. That group never even got used. And then at some point through all that, I just completely stopped communicating with Rotor Riot for that 2 weeks prior to the protest, because it was just such a problem between me and Enoch. I just left it alone. And
well, there's more to that story.
Well, no, keep.
But continue.
So I said in a Zoom meeting, I told Enoch I would like to take $1,000 of the GoFundMe money and put it into the UFDA savings account. So that way, after the protest, if something were to, because we didn't know what kind of wave we were going to make at the protest. We didn't know if it was, if they were going to do something afterwards. We knew for a fact that the protest wasn't going to be the only thing that we did. And to be able to act fast on whatever the FAA decided to do, whether have a public meeting where, you could attend and voice your opinion about the appeal, have that money set aside so that way we could send somebody with the knowledge of the NPRM, like Zoe, or maybe somebody outside of UFDA crew, like maybe the coalition guys. And so I wanted 1,000 left off, and then like it just kept getting fucking overpower run. Like it was all Enoch's fucking thing. Like he wanted it his fucking thing, his say so, didn't fucking matter. And then I told him, I said, I feel like since we're doing this in a production standpoint, I think that lodging should be covered. At least the ones they're sinking in 14, 15-hour days behind a screen, making this shit happen. And for me, those people would have been West Side, Old Gravy Leg, Prim, Zorro, me, Enox, and Zoe. I felt like all those people should have been covered under that. But it was Enoch's decision to say that, I don't think anybody should, I don't think that we should use the B&B as part of that. And I disagreed with that. I mean, dude,
we all agreed in the
we all
chat
agreed
that
not
was
to
our
do
donation.
That. Yeah.
It wasn't right to use the donations to pay for our travel expenses.
We didn't want like Facebook posts.
That's production. That's
but we don't want a
this
Facebook
wasn't production,
post or whatever.
It's a nonprofit.
We don't want our videos up of us drinking in a house and like, oh, it's all paid for by the donations. That's
and we were worried about that shit too. Like we actually talked about that like as a group really in depth, that we didn't want people thinking that their money was going to us getting like fucked up.
Loaded,
like it was going towards the protest. That was something that was a big thing, because like it only cost me like $200, but it cost Primitive and Zorro, like it costs them a lot more.
It cost me 3 G's, but whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, so like it's not
still
fair
owed
to
money
scale it.
as far as I know.
I'm not asking.
I just wanted to step in and say that. Like I don't want any money either.
That's already paid for though, dude. Like that's not even.
Yeah. So what's the money discrepancy thing here that needs to be?
And dude, okay, so there was a disagreement on where the direction of the money should go, and I have been, people can think what they want to about Rotor Riot. I'm not saying that you have to have the same opinion of mine of Rotor Riot.
It's not about Rotor Riot, right?
No, it is about
the
Rotor Riot.
money.
Like,
no, it's not.
Point.
Gravy, let him talk, dude. Go ahead,
because
Mike.
all of this plays a factor in how all this panned out and the reason why everything is the way it is. It's not just about sending money. It's more than that. It's the communication between me and Enoch, and that he felt like he could just completely overpower me on all the fucking decision making. And me talking to Rotor Riot, that had a big part of it. The argument on the phone had a big part of it. I got left in the dark. Dude, he told me the original base quote was $2,500 to do his production, and he asked me what my amount was going to be for posters, traveling and all that, tents, and I told him $1,500. I said max, which I spent 14. It was under 1,500, but it was like 1,400.
When I said the 2,500, that was when I was assuming I would do the entire event out of pocket with my company.
Yes, and look, and that's the thing.
Before we thought of the GoFundMe, completely before.
No, I'm saying after. I'm saying after the GoFundMe, because I do production too. I do the same thing that Enoch does, and I already had it set up to where we could bring out a mobile stage. But Enoch insisted that we do it with his production, which it made total sense because he's completely closer to DC than me. So I was like, yeah, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
So. All right. So far as the permit goes, we both together filled out those documents and sent those out. They were sending emails to me. They called me, and I referred everything over to Enoch and let him know the dates of when this phone conversation. Enoch insisted that him and his crew be a part of that permit conversation because it was his production company setting it up, which made total sense. But Enoch completely failed to tell me that all the work that I was doing on my end was for nothing. I found out on the way to DC.
Why was it for nothing?
I was on my way to DC. I was in Virginia when Enoch decided to call me and tell me that I wasn't going to be able to put the tents up that I had used to GoFundMe money.
Because the weather called for 26-mile-per-hour winds.
Dude, you told me because I didn't have blue
barrels. Hold on. So the reason the tents couldn't go up is because the permit didn't allow it. That was why.
I didn't know anything.
But as a group, before like all this shit happened, before you were whatever, like when everything was still going on in our UFTA crew chat, this was discussed many times. Yeah. And it was discussed in a Zoom chat many times of what we could do and what we couldn't do. Like they were worried about like the grass being trampled. That was a tough permit.
Totally. So, but Enoch didn't even give me the full rundown of that conversation after that.
We did the full rundown live.
Hold on. A copy of the permit was in a Google Drive that we all have access to. So it's not an excuse. Like
so why you tell me why he calls me on the way there and was like, oh, hey, by the way, man, you're not going to be able to set your tents up. If he already knew the same thing that I'm supposed to.
Listen, the weather dictates that.
Yeah, the weather did have a big part of that, but there's also like the blue barrels and all that stuff.
The blue barrels.
I didn't even know you bought. I didn't even know you went and got a tent until that day you called me on the way there.
Thing we could use.
So regardless, though, you've spent $1,400, right?
That's correct.
So if you subtract that from 10,000, it's simple. And
dude, there's 1905 that's still sitting in an account, and Enoch insists that I'm embezzled money and that I stole.
Well, where's the other 700?
Dude, there's 1905 left from all the expenses from the.
Mike, do the math.
Dude, we're basing everything off of your production sheet that you drew up. That you said I didn't even get any invoices from you. I'm the one that's supposed to see that shit happen.
You did.
I
did
not see any of those invoices until Primitive sent them to me on like, I don't know, I have to go back, but it was fucking like 3 or 4 weeks after the protest. It wasn't in Google Drive because I went there and checked.
No, he mailed you the invoice, like, or sent it to you, whatever, like almost a month ago.
Not. No, he did.
Yeah,
not.
he did. No, he
math,
did.
Please?
I was there.
Chad Miller, if you're here, you're very good at math, I heard. Fucking anybody want to do this math? It's pretty easy.
What, basing it off of your drawn up fucking invoice?
No, we'll go.
How much money was in the GoFundMe? Is what we draw it up off.
It was 10,100.
That's the money we're talking about. That's our budget.
It was 10,100, right?
And it was,
Yeah, the GoFundMe is still
and you
like the
went
amount
and
is
maxed
still up
out
there.
credit cards. You went and took out a loan. I didn't know any of that shit
I
until
didn't take
was in
out a
DC.
loan. I used the fucking business card that I
That
had
was your
available.
fucking call. That was not my fucking call.
No,
Because
but
we had a
but
budget. It said that we
but
had
the
the,
money
amount of
we
money
had
in
a
the
fucking
GoFundMe.
original
We didn't
budget to
have
go
a
from, and you
fucking
kept
little thing that
upselling. You were
said
All right, listen,
spending
hold
White
on.
Rose
Oh,
plus
whoa,
one.
whoa, whoa, hold on,
before
hold on, hold
GoFundMe
on,
would
hold
get
on,
it.
hold on.
You were spending
So-
money before GoFundMe even fucking had it in there, and I didn't even fucking know about it.
I think GoFundMe fee for that amount of money was $420, Lanuzo. So you can subtract 420 from that.
Okay.
And then he
No, it was
sent
less
me,
than that.
He sent me 6,000. And then if he spent 1,400, then that's the discrepancy. The discrepancy is 2620.
1,400.
So if the original quote to do the event was $2,600, why was there no issue sending 6,000?
But see, this is the thing.
No, but why was there no issue sending 6,000 total? I mean
because he knew that we were scaling everything to the event. He was there
we
with
all
us
agreed
at the
as a
event.
crew. Yeah.
He hung out with us at the
agree to
fucking at the Airbnb.
This is all being based off what Enoch says that he wanted to do with it. This has none of that
but we were a crew.
It's not
we started.
between you and me.
Yeah, but you guys don't
Right.
fucking understand. I understand that you guys are a fucking crew, but there's some executive decisions that I was making on my fucking end to protect. Dude, I wanted a fucking safe window. But he was literally spending money that was not even fucking there.
I was running the event. I was running the budget. It's not up to you.
You don't get to
the
run
event's
the
over.
budget because
The
you
event's
think you
over, and
fucking
we
own
have
the
hard
acres.
numbers.
That's
Hold
what
on.
I'm saying.
No, you have to. No,
missing from this whole fucking story. He was trying to run it the way he fucking wanted to run it, and I told him not to.
Because I was the leader.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Hey, that's not no. We're talking about like the money end of this. Let's
Not to
keep
make
it on
the
that.
fucking executive
Like
decision.
but the thing is that nobody's making executive decisions. We made the decision and we were all in agreement that this was going to scale as an event as the GoFundMe scaled.
That was
you can't deny nobody. No, that was all of us. That was all of us in agreement. And the money that came in was money that went out and nobody made money.
We
and
talked
right now
about
there's a
scaling
discrepancy,
it,
and that's why.
But I did not even know that he was spending money on his own side to fucking cover for shit.
To be reimbursed because he's a nice guy, and that's what he does.
Because I wanted the event to happen. I didn't want it. So you expected to sit there having the GoFundMe money in your pocket and watch me not be able to pay for the shit for the event, and so then we couldn't do it.
Like I said, you guys are missing the big picture here. Enoch started making fucking executive decisions on spending money on shit that was not fucking discussed through me. He left me completely out of the fucking loop after that phone conversation.
Listen, Mike, you put a GoFundMe.
As a group.
Listen, you put a GoFundMe saying, hey, donate to this cause. This is what we're going to do. Right?
Yes, I'm in completely agreement.
And the cause was help save our hobby, not UFDA crew.
But the price that you guys are coming up
help
with,
save
the
our
fucking
hobby,
number that you're
not
coming up with
UFDA
is
crew.
all things that Enoch says that we're fucking paying for, not what I fucking said that we were going to pay for. You guys,
like we're not even.
We all agreed. Yeah, we all agreed on the fucking things we were gonna do. We all agreed that we needed to do a press release, and you know what? We thought a press release wasn't even enough. So Little A was fucking calling people. She was sending an email and calling, and she was hitting them from two sides at once. You know what I mean? Like, everybody was busting their fucking ass, and we were all working in the Zoom every day, and you could have been there, and we didn't have to report to you about everything in order to get the money from the GoFundMe, which said explicitly you were going to spend it on the protest. People donated for the money to be spent on the protest.
Hey, hold on. So somebody did the math.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy.
Okay. What's the math primitive?
Jake is actually good at math.
Yeah.
Did he get it?
Yeah.
All right. So how much is it?
A lot went to toilets, folks.
So there's
$1,600
for toilets.
Were for toilets.
Hold on. Go ahead, Perm.
Mike, you spent $1,900 or $1,400?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think.
And then you sent Enoch 6,000.
Yeah.
So I mean, $2,700 is left over from that.
Yeah, but
minus what PayPal takes out for their transfer
You
fee
could
or
say
whatever.
You're not adding up all the expenses that I sent over. That you're basing that all off of his invoice.
No,
I'm
you
asking
just
you,
said
what did
that.
you spend? No, okay,
Yeah,
so
you just said you spent $1,400.
Yo, but this is the thing. This is the
I
thing,
spent
dude.
$1,400 on tents, protest signs, and that was
what
food.
else though? Nothing else.
Hang on, I'm gonna pull it up.
Listen, you had said you spent $1,400. You can't now say you spent more money and expect.
No, that was the expense on material, but that doesn't, dude. Our B&B room was supposed to be covered, and you took that out. That fucking
Bro, no, I paid for that out of my pocket, and then everyone paid me back. That was never agreed. I'm the one who paid that. So
I paid out of my pocket, and I didn't. Nobody
Everybody
paid me
paid out of
back
pocket.
because I just wanted to go show up, dude.
there's not enough room in
It
the
was a good
budget to
cause.
freaking house. You couldn't
Yeah,
get us all
absolutely.
traveling out there.
Yeah,
that would have cost like freaking $6,000 more,
dude.
probably.
We can't do this backwards. Like, we had all of our costs, all of our things in our budget before the event. You didn't even send me a fucking invoice for the printables. The only reason I knew about how much your printables cost is because I had a picture of your invoice on a desk.
That's fine. So just declare, Mike, how much you spent. More than 1,400?
Hang on, I'm pulling everything up.
Yeah, like we all agreed that like the Airbnb and travel is not a part of this.
Yeah,
that is out of the fucking budget because
And
that was our donation to go and do this.
We're not going to nickel and dime things out of our own pockets.
Yeah.
In exchange for like me paying for like the tent out of my pocket. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why when we have things like important to pay for, those aren't the priority. You know what I mean? And like when we have $10,400 in a budget, you know, I'm thinking I have to fucking
spend it.
Think about how many people are coming. What do we need to do? Do we need to do this PR shit? What do we have to do for the permits? You know what I mean? Somebody has to be in charge of doing all that shit. And that person has to be in charge of the budget. And I was in charge of the budget. And you said you would spend maybe $1,500 total.
Of everything and left me completely out.
You could have joined the Zoom meeting and we all were making up the decision.
Y'all can buy that fucking bullshit, but I'm telling you,
that argument
changed after the argument on the phone. He knew what the fuck he was doing after that argument. We fought for 2.5 hours on the damn phone, and after that, everything quit. Me coming in the Zoom, working on shit for 15 hours. I wasn't getting Zoom links. I'd get a phone call every so often about, hey, are you gonna do this or are you gonna do that? And I'd send a quick message over and say, yeah, I'm on it. But other than that, I was completely left out. And like I said, I was running. I went to Memphis 3 fucking individual times to go get those tents.
Mike,
Hold on.
To hold
guys, can I say something? Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
You keep repeating something, Mike, that you were left out. You left yourself out. Everything was public. Let me finish. All the information was shared to everyone, and everything, including all the Zoom links, were shared on a chat where you were. You keep talking about being left out. You were never left out. You did not want to partake. If you would have wanted to partake, you would have done so. You did not want to.
That's completely.
It's very different.
No, it is very different.
When did you start lying to us about how much money was in the GoFundMe had sent to your bank account?
You brought that up. Let's clear that up. I was lying to Enox about the money that was.
You were lying to all of us.
No,
because
I was lying.
We were trying to pay off the fucking invoices, and I was telling everybody.
I had 4 pilots call me and tell me because all right, we got to go back a couple steps so this makes sense. Like I said, I've been friends with Drew, not so much Drew, but more so Chad Capper for a long period of time. We've have a really good relationship, and when all this shit arose, we have been trying to get UFDA crew into Quad Box for some time, way before this protest ever happened. when I built UFDA Crew, it was a vision of mine to get to a point where we could be big enough to where we could have socialized with Rotor Riot.
I never knew that vision though. Has any of you guys heard that vision?
Yeah, but
let him finish. Let him finish. It's fine.
When did you?
We all have our dreams. It's fine. Go ahead.
But anyways, then lost train of thought of what I was going to say.
You were about you wanting to be in quad box, and you guys were like you and Rotor Riot were buddy.
Okay, yeah. So I forget what I was. What the whole. This shit's sad. This is just fucking sad, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
No, because the only
like,
person that ever fucking reached out to me about any of this was Primitive. That was it. Nobody else fucking called and got my side of the story. So we're all just feeding off of what Enoch said.
Mike,
I got both sides of the story because people were upset.
Yeah,
I was trying to.
Yeah, I got word. I got a. Oh, I don't remember.
At a certain point, Mike. At a certain point, you decided to start lying to all of us about how much money GoFundMe sent to you.
Dude, you just fucking said that you lied about the money
on
a live stream, dude.
That's what I just said. I remembered that I was going to say. Listen, the reason
when was that? When was that?
Wait, let me talk. You're not going to overpower me every fucking time.
So yours is bigger than mine? Really? That's what this boils down
to? Let him talk.
No.
I got 4 phone calls from 4 individual pilots that it was Enoch's plan to kick me out of fucking UFDA Crew because of the whole
when was this
deal. This is before I changed the YouTube
so this is after the protest. So but remember, you were lying to us about the money before the protest.
Listen, yeah, Mike, I kicked you out because I got sick of the bullshit. And
all right, look at this. Look at this.
It was me.
No, listen.
This is $5,883 deposited to his bank account February 7th.
This is what he does. So
February 7th.
This is facts.
He shows facts.
You're not seeing it from my point of view.
And then look at this. Look at this. We've got another $1,000. This is February 10th.
Enoch.
So he had that much money. He had way more money than he said he had.
Listen, it was trickling in, but we were cashing out thousands of dollars.
You guys are not. I'm not cashing out. I spent my own fucking personal money to get to
Everybody
DC.
did.
Everybody
spent their own money.
I understand that, but I didn't get my money back from the protest signs.
Nobody got their money back.
Yes, you did.
You got it back and more. That's the problem.
You got 10 G's in advance.
Yes, you did. You got it. You had it all the time since February.
10 G's before the event even happened. Practically, it was almost the entire amount of money before the event.
This is why nothing gets fucking solved, because you guys are just fucking rambling.
No,
That's
dude.
Not
we're
rambling.
showing you
I'm not
facts,
trying to
dude.
I'm not trying to pick on you. Like,
when
if you
a big lump sums of money when GoFundMe hit was like the first amount was $3,600. As soon as that came in, I sent it over to Enoch. The next big lump sum was $1,500.
And we're not.
So you spent $6,000.
Yes,
you sent $6,000 over to Enoch with $3,600.
I didn't send Enoch $6 total grand all at once.
Okay.
It's totaled up to like 6,000.
I understand that, and that was sprawled out from like 3 weeks of GoFundMe.
Regardless,
he got the biggest lump sums. It was $3,600 was the first initial payout from GoFundMe, and that was only because Rotor Riot donated 1,000. One dude donated 500. There was a lot of big numbers right there off the get go. He got everything dumped that was ever.
Okay, so wait.
GoFundMe.
So if the first one was 3,500, that's 3,500 plus the 5,880 something plus the 1,000. That's how much you had before it was like weeks before the
all
event.
That got sent to you.
No, you sent me 6,000 only.
Then why can't you just send him the remainder? Then why could you just not send him the rest? And none of this would have happened.
Why won't you send the rest, Mike?
No, then why can we not get to the point now? We don't need a fucking explanation. The math is there, and there's $2,600 and change missing. Why can't you just send that the fuck over? And we wouldn't have had to fucking do this to begin with. Because it would have been over. It would no. There's no principle.
You guys make
it's
it sound like it's so
money.
easy. There's other things.
It
You're
is.
not
No,
putting
it
yourself in
is.
my shoes here.
Dude, you're not in my fucking shoes either. Like, dude, I left my family for the weekend just like everybody else. I paid my own money just like everybody
you guys
else.
are my crew. This UFDA crew is.
I'm not your dude. I am not your crew.
sorry.
You just admitted to fucking lying,
Nobody's
dude.
in
Yeah,
the crew of
so-
Mike.
I'm out. Like, I'm good. I'll mute. I'll
that's
mute and listen.
That's the same attitude that Enox has, and that's the
Oh,
reason
that's-
why I got put.
Yeah,
in the
because we're
dark.
all pissed. We're
Yeah,
all
you can
fucking
be-
angry. That's
you can
why.
be pissed. I let you guys.
We're a group
spent
of
4
friends. We're
years-
not. We're
I'm
not.
I'm not saying I fucking
fucking
own anything.
micro
from
Rotor
you guys
Riot.
create.
We're
I
a group
never
of friends,
stole
bro.
any credit from anything that you guys do, but I have a say so on what direction UFDA crew goes in.
That's fine. It didn't seem like that. Like,
We all
you
have
know,
a say
for
so.
duration.
We all have a say so.
That's
But
not
we
what
have
it
a say
seems
so
like, as long as
You got
together.
Enox here that overpowers everything that you fucking say. It doesn't matter what you fucking want. It's his fucking. It's all he has to do is just.
There's not
We
even
out
all
there for
agree.
you guys to fucking like.
We-
Oh yeah,
Mike.
I like that idea.
Mike, we all agreed on this in an open fucking forum that you were welcome to at any point in time to jump in. It not only
You
in
make
an
it
open
sound like
forum
that I was
video chat-
informed about
no,
this shit.
No, because everybody knew that we were working on this for the entire month. Everybody,
It's like
for
the budget
not
was on the
even
kitchen table, and you're saying that we were
everything
hiding
was-
it.
So
everything was there.
Let me put.
I hope the people watching this know that nothing was fucking hidden, and this
No.
shit started. This shit all started after the protest.
Yeah,
Wait,
there's
after
no beef.
everything had
Enoch-
been done.
Well, no, Mike wanted to have control of whether or not we were working with Rotor Riot, and everybody was unanimously agreed that Help Save Our Hobby was going to be an independent thing, and no one company, because there's no way we were going to get flight tests if we were working with Rotor Riot. So like the whole idea was that we were going to be a neutral group, and we were going to say, everybody, let's come together. Let's come together and let's do the right thing and do a protest against the FAA.
Yeah, it was illegal to even have a brand be a part of that protest.
Yes.
Yeah, but yet my name's plastered all over you.
You're not a brand. You're not making
dude,
money.
I
from
pay taxes on UFDA crew's name, so I have.
You
I
pay
wanted
taxes
to know,
on. You just said you don't make money off UFDA.
Bro,
There's no
wait,
way to
hey,
pay
hold
taxes.
on, hold on,
I
hold
threw
on,
my
hold
own
on,
personal
hold on.
money over the last 4 years.
Hold on. But if you want to say, if you really want to say that, here's the thing: is you didn't even have a functioning website that we could access and edit and change and put new stuff up, and there was no LLC. Like there was no.
There's an
paper trail
LLC.
behind.
I can show it right now.
But let's just.
Well, then
get
how
back
did
to the
two
point.
people? How did two people have the same LLC registered?
Just
like
say,
Enoch.
Just let us understand why you won't. Why
Take
you
the
wouldn't
money
give
now.
the remainder of the money
All
that
right,
you
so
have.
like I said, Enoch kept over fucking powering me on fucking decisions. It doesn't matter. Like you guys are
So
all
that's
fucking
why that is-
collectively listening to fucking Enox and having agreements on what he's saying, but completely ignoring the fact that I was suggesting shit and it was getting overlooked. There was 3 weeks where I was not a part of the decision making whatsoever, none. And then after that, you know, like I said, I completely stopped communicating with Rotor Riot because of the relationship it was putting me and Enoch at. So then after the protest, you know, Rotor Riot wanted to put UFDA crew in there, and I didn't even know about that even happening until I got a phone call from R&R saying like, dude, what the heck, you know, we helped out, we did this and that, and it was Enoch's decision to tell him no, that we weren't going to socialize with Rotor Riot, and I said he did not get to have an executive.
It wasn't
decision.
that we weren't going
let
to
me finish
socialize.
talking. It doesn't matter.
It wasn't
You don't
that.
get to have
It
a
was
say
that
on
We
where
weren't
UFDA
hanging out
crew
having a
goes.
beer.
It
This was a
was
business
that we weren't
decision
going to
that we
produce
all
the
made
event
as a crew.
with
Let me
Rotor
finish.
Riot. We
Let
were going
me
to produce it ourselves.
Let me finish.
So it could be
you don't
independent.
get to make those calls. You don't get to say where fucking UFDA crew.
No,
goes.
the crew. No, the
Again,
crew did.
again,
The crew
Enoch
made the
didn't
call.
make any calls. We all did.
Help Save Our Hobby
The
did shit,
whole
dude.
crew.
Help
So
Save Our
why-
Hobby
I
did
made-
shit.
so
Listen,
keep going
you're
with
not letting
why-
me finish.
Yeah,
Let me
keep
fucking talk.
finish.
Go.
The mistake that I made with that was that I put in something that Zorro designed in Rotor Riot, in that quad box. But at the time, I didn't know that that was something that was his artwork.
But this is after the protest.
Yeah,
and
the
you could have
what
been
about-
in those meetings.
Oh,
dude.
yeah,
Like,
if
And
you
you're
wanna talk
a
about that,
leader, and you don't know
This is the
that.
thing,
You're a
Enoch
leader,
was
and
telling
you
me
don't
that we were
and you
going to
don't
make
know that.
low grade. We were going to make just bullshit.
let's talk
easy
about
signs
that.
that were
How about
legible
it?
to read.
No.
Mike,
Why-
you're just going around in circles.
Yeah.
You're not making any sense, and you're still not saying why you're not paying the money that should go to the protest.
If
that
you
the
would let me
community
finish
paid
and let me
for.
tell you my side
You
without
have been
you
talking-
overpowering me
you have
about
been-
how Enoch's fucking view is, because that's all your
Dude.
guys' story is what he is fucking telling you.
Hashtag overpowering. You
Yes, it's
are
nothing
going
but a
around
fucking
the
power move.
same
Well,
story
okay,
over and
But
over.
let me
again.
fine.
finish.
Yes,
let me
let him
finish.
finish.
After
All right,
let's hear it.
Enoch was
Everybody let him
fucking
finish.
pissed off because I gave Drew the permission to put UFDA crew in quad box, and I got told by 4 other people that he was going to kick me off my own shit. So I fucking went into YouTube and changed the password until I figured out what the hell was going on. I hadn't even talked to Enoch at that point in time. Immediately after I did that, the fucking YouTube channel got rechanged and I got completely fucking locked out.
Mike,
I
what
got
you're
locked
talking
out of my-
about
I
happened
got locked
2
out of
months
my-
after
dude,
the
that wasn't
protest bills
Enoch.
were due.
got
Hold on,
locked out of
hold
my
on,
email.
hold on. Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, seriously. Let him
Mike,
talk.
seriously? Like, dude, I own that. It was me. I'm the one that said to change the password. I'm the one that said to lock you out until Enoch got the fucking money.
And then
That
you
was
guys,
on
then
me.
you guys
That
kicked
was
me out
on
of
me. That
the
was on
Facebook
me.
Messenger
And
group,
that
and then you
and
were
that
all
was also
sitting there
me.
listening
And
to
that,
his
dude,
bullshit.
and hey, dude, you're overpowering me. Please put your dick down. Like, seriously, I'm admitting that was me and not Enoch. So shut the fuck up and listen, please. And this is well after the protest. This is when we found out how much fucking money Enoch didn't get that was sitting in your account.
Yeah,
That's
sitting
the issue.
in a
That is the
UFDA
fucking problem.
UFDA crew account. And
Yeah,
and
crew.
he went in there
No,
and said that I embezzled
personal. Your
fucking money
personal.
and
Your
that I spent it.
personal account.
Dude,
Your
UFDA crew is
personal account.
mine. You guys are not fucking understanding that.
No, UFDA crew is not
Yeah,
one
you-
fucking person. That's what
Dude,
you're missing.
it's
We
my fucking
all
YouTube
did this.
channel.
We
I
all.
put you
all right. Well,
here to work together, and
you
everything
put-
was getting fucking over.
dude, we were all boys anyway. We brought in our boys
So
as a
tell us
crew.
why
Yeah,
won't you pay him?
Exactly. That's what it comes down to. Who gives a shit?
Because he fucking left me out for 3 weeks spending money that was not even fucking negotiated with me.
So
you
that's
guys
his
understand
punishment?
that you guys were going to go.
So yeah,
protest
this is
on
this is
federal ground,
punishment.
Yeah.
and
So
then
this is
my
feelings
fucking
over
name is
facts
all
again?
over that, and I didn't. Dude, he fucking went and bought fucking bands that I had nothing to know about.
So feelings over facts again.
Yeah, but you're okay with
it's not.
okay with paying for the Airbnb. Why? You know, it just doesn't make
But
sense.
not
But
production.
that's the thing. The
Yeah,
only
I know.
reason why the
Dude,
money's
he had to
on
move
hold
stuff.
is because you guys completely fucking locked me out of my shit. You locked me
No,
out.
Yeah, because you
That's
fucking
way
stole
after.
from people.
That is
Mike,
way
when you
after.
gave
And I
You
told-
when you gave us
misappropriated
UFDA
funds,
crew,
dude.
you gave us all of your
I didn't
fucking
fucking
accounts
give
and
you shit.
passwords.
Who cares? Who cares who owns UFDA crew? Dude, you
Where's
basically
the money?
yeah, bro.
Like, honestly, just pay the money
Yeah, Enoch
and
knows
let's
where
go
the
our
fucking
separate.
money is, and he
pay
lied
the-
in the
pay
beginning
the-
of the show
Yeah,
saying that
it's
I don't
a-
have no contact with him when he's been blowing my phone up, calling me a thief and a liar.
And
for
you've
the
been
last
blowing
2
his
weeks.
phone up too.
And
I've
I
seen
sent
the
him a
fucking text.
fucking receipt of the fucking account with the money sitting in it. I sent it to Prince.
Yeah,
Prince got it.
Yeah, and it's like lacking a whole bunch of money. And
Oh,
why is it
dude,
sitting in your account? And
1905.
why is it
You're-
sitting? Why is it
you're-
sitting in your account and not in Enoch's when he fucking put out the money
Because
months
this is a
ago?
lot bigger than fucking just sending money over. You guys
No,
fucking
no,
have-
no,
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 already
no.
sent
There is
6,000.
nothing
This,
bigger
this
than
is
sending money.
about our duty to the people who donated to the fucking GoFundMe
Yeah,
to
and
spend
I-
it
and what did I
on
tell you?
the
What did I tell you
protest
3 days
event.
ago? That
You're
money is going to be fucking spent on fucking NPRM shit. That's community fucking.
We
money.
never agreed to that, dude. No way.
Yeah.
Right.
Help
You
Save
can't-
Our
you're
Hobby
missing- you're
never
missing-
agreed to that. This is like
Hey,
you
hey,
running
hey,
a charity
hold on.
for
Hey.
an event and then telling the event, I'm going to actually donate it to a different cancer fund. You guys can pay for your own event now that you've fucking all paid for it. Go fuck
No,
yourselves.
that's not the thing. You
That's
fucking-
exactly the same
Hey,
thing.
hold on,
That is
hold on,
exactly it.
hold on. Yeah, let's just end this offline and get this fucking shit throwing contest not for everybody. Like, let's just.
No, I mean, it's
well,
already out there. You already fucking like tried to.
all right,
fucking
well, fuck
manage
it.
my
Let's
fucking
let it
money.
run
Might
then.
as well stay
I mean,
Yeah,
alive.
let it
down.
run. I'm sure
Dude,
they
I'm
love
down
this.
to I'm down
What
to
is the
fucking bury
chat?
people.
What is the chat saying right now?
Who cares? But
Hashtag
here's the
our
thing.
duty.
Dude,
Big
somebody
game.
paid out money, reimburse
we
them.
got
It's
thick
fucking
duty.
simple.
Exactly. We got
Like,
something
it's so
nice out of
fucking
this.
easy.
Dick
It's
duty.
not so
Business, dude.
complicated. Again, Mike, it's not so complicated.
Okay, put yourself in my shoes then.
Yeah, we all are.
No,
in your
yeah,
shoes.
you have money that's not yours. Exactly. Like
In
I
your
can totally
shoes.
see.
Hang on.
All
All right, well, fuck you, FDA crew, dude. You sold us out, dude.
Listen, Mike
You,
Rhodes,
you dude,
little
you sold out a
hissy fit
non-profit
should not
to
destroy
fucking Rotor
UFDA
Riot.
crew.
There's
this
that.
little hissy fit should not destroy UFDA crew.
Dude, everybody
We're
in
bigger.
the chat
We're
is
bigger than
saying,
one
pay your
person's
money,
ego.
Pay your fucking Like we made every fucking decision as a whole, as a big fucking group, and you're saying me.
And that's what
like
I'm
that's
saying.
the
Enoch
fucking problem.
Overpowered those.
No. Oh, okay, that's right. You're blaming Enoch. No, dude. Like we all fucking made that overpowering decision.
You're gonna screw
We
everybody
all did
over.
this.
You're gonna screw
There's
everybody
100 million
over.
fucking phone calls between me and
Dude, you
Enoch.
sold
Nobody
over
fucking
20 plus fucking people over $2,600.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
a
why are you gonna
whole
screw
fucking
everybody
bitch
over?
move.
So why didn't you call me Gravy when all this shit took place to get my side of the story?
Because I fucking saw the facts and I was bullshit. That's
You
why I
saw
didn't
the
answer
facts.
your
You saw
one
the
phone
facts.
call either. You didn't
What
call me.
facts did
Dude,
you see?
I saw the fucking email trail. I was
Okay,
in
a
the
fucking
fucking
GoFundMe.
email.
Okay, so was
Yeah,
you in the phone
and
conversation
that
between
you
me
had the
and
money.
Enoch
Yeah,
about-
that you had the money. No, that you had the money and Enoch didn't for shit that we as a whole all agreed on. You withheld
kept
money
saying, Mike,
for a different
Mike,
reason. It's
you kept
trickling
saying,
in, right?
let me say this, Mike, the emails that he's referring to, it's because you kept saying that you didn't have the money. And then thanks to the emails, we found out that you did have the money.
Yeah,
so
but that's
that
the
is
thing.
not
That's
correct.
What I was, that's
it
what I was
doesn't
trying to say
listen
earlier,
to me.
but
Listen
everybody
to me.
keeps fucking
There's
overtalking me.
there's no overpowering excuse. There's no his dick is bigger than mine. You said you did not have money that you did have.
I
that was
told
supposed to go
Enoch-
to the protest. I'm talking. That was supposed to go to the protest that never went to the protest. So that is wrong. It doesn't matter how many excuses you want to give. It doesn't matter how many shoes you want us to put ourselves in. You used money that was for the protest for whatever the fuck reason you wanted. You denied having it. And you denied taking it from
That
the
money
GoFundMe
is
when there
sitting
is.
in an
Let me
account
finish.
exactly the
Shut
same.
the
Let me
fuck up,
finish.
Mike.
Let me finish. And there's
I'm
there's
supposed to let
record
you
of
finish, but
all
every
this
time I try to start talking, everybody wants to overpower everything I say.
because you've been
I'm gonna
talking
be
nonsense
quiet. I'm
for
gonna be
about
quiet
3
and I'll
hours.
let you talk, and then I'm gonna
Thank
say
you.
something after.
Okay,
you.
thank you. So you keep talking about the overpowering feeling and you being the leader and you, but you never talk about a whole community working. We talk about a group, a collective of minds going through this together and deciding together. And there are registrations of all this stuff. There's a record of all this stuff. There are emails. There are things that we can actually prove. These are facts over feelings. So you can talk all night long about how you felt overpowered. The fact is, you had money you denied having. You never paid money that you should have paid up, and we're still waiting for an answer. Us and everybody in the chat.
Now let me finish, because I did lie to Enox about the money being in the account, but you have to understand my position that I was in when this was going on for over a month of me and him fighting on things that he was.
You were lying about the money.
I did not
February
listen.
7th.
Can I talk now without somebody
dude,
fucking
hey,
overpowering me?
no. Let him talk, man. Like, let him talk. Let him say how he lied and took the money.
Yeah. See, and this is what you guys.
No, dude. I'm trying to give you your time, but that's literally what you just said.
Yeah,
is that
so
you
I'm-
lied
so-
and took the money.
Yeah. Okay. I lied.
You did.
I lied.
You just
Listen,
said it live.
let him
dude.
talk. Let me
him
fucking
talk.
finish.
Yes, let him talk.
I fucking lied to Enox about the money because I didn't know how I was going to handle the situation with him, because I knew I needed to somehow take him out of the position that he was in, because he was nothing but doing overpowering me through the whole fucking thing. And I like Enox. I didn't want to fucking kick him out. I was going to try to figure out a way, but I'm telling you, I've had so many phone conversations with him, and it's just like we never got anywhere because it was just his way or fucking no way. And I didn't know how to handle it. I did not want to fucking kick Enox. And the reason, and so I was dragging it out. I was stressing myself out about it because I didn't know how to approach it without it, fucking, I knew it was going to be a falling out. It wasn't just going to be Enox that was going to have to fucking leave. It was going to be other people that fucking like him too. And I don't want to discredit him from his work. I'm not doing that at all. The man fucking did an excellent job fucking being the voice and being on camera and all the fucking shit that he did. But it wasn't just him that did it. It was everybody. But he was the voice. He was the leader. He's got a powerful voice. That's the reason why I put him in the position that he's in. And so wait, let me finish.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So like I said, I had 4 different people tell me that he was going to kick me. And at that point I was like, what the fuck? So I went and changed the fucking password to protect UFDA crew, my creation. I went and changed it until I could figure out how I was going to deal with the situation. It was more than just about the fucking money spending. I mean, that was a part of it because I felt like, because the things that I said I wanted to use the money for, to be set aside for, wasn't being set aside for that. It was just getting fucking overpowered. And it was like, well, what the fuck? And Enoch made it fucking clear that I wasn't the fucking owner and that I was just somebody in the group just like everybody else.
So just to make it clear, nobody ever talked about kicking Mike Rhodes out of UFDA crew. Eventually,
dude, I had 4
we
people
found
fucking
that he was lying to us
and that's
about
the reason
the
why I
money
changed
in
it.
the
Why would
account.
I have changed it?
Hey, let me talk. So, and then eventually we found out, this is like a month after the event, we found out he was lying to us about when he got money put into his account. So then he was sitting on all that money before the event, and he watched us do the event and pretended that he didn't have money.
I like how you keep saying like I lied to everybody else. I was
You
lying
did.
to you. You're the only person that I have to deal with.
This is way before your supposed you had to keep the money because we were going to kick you out.
No, that has nothing to do with it.
Well, then why are you talking about that when we're trying to talk about the money?
Hey,
so,
look, hold on. Let me clear something up. Again, and I've already said this like 20 minutes ago. I made the decision on the spot to fucking kick you out of the UFDA crew chat after we saw the emails that you had the money when you said you didn't. And that's the issue is where is the fucking money? So where is,
because I'm just
why would I contact you when
because there's
like
two sides to everybody's story.
You've been lying to us for multiple months.
Hold on, because you had been lying for a long fucking time. You said it multiple times tonight on a fucking live stream, dude. You withheld
I just
funds,
told
dude.
you that I
withheld funds because
I called
you thought we were kicking
that
you
I
out
had
2
to
weeks
sell
ago.
gear to pay rent, and you just listened to that
Dude,
call
that was
and
your
still
decision.
lied to me.
We're spending fucking money
Hold the fuck on.
That is not my fucking money.
Hold on. This is UFDA crew, not UFDA Mike of War 3 or 4. This was an entire crew decision, and we fucking worked and made that protest happen with the money that was listen. I'm getting fucking really angry with getting my dick stepped on when I'm. Yeah, well, dude, I've been angry for a long fucking time, man.
Fucking angry.
You've been angry.
I spent 4 years and dumping money into this.
Yeah, and you
this
fucked
protest
up, dude.
would have never would have.
And you know what, dude?
If I wouldn't have,
dude. Oh, bullshit, dude. We could have organized this shit without you, and we did.
Yeah.
So pay him the fucking money, dude. You were never fucking there. You were there 3 times, and the whole time it took, you were busy talking to fucking Rotor Riot. If everybody wants the real shit, as you were stepping on our collective dick to get bigger as yourself. That you keep saying me, and you have fucking money that's owed to somebody else. Pay the fucking debt, and we'll all fucking walk. Fuck you. Pay your fucking dues, dude. Pay your fucking dues. There's no retort to that. There's money involved. Pay the fucking money.
Max muted him in Zoom, so he couldn't talk.
Yeah, I muted him because he was talking over Gravy. I wanted Gravy to be able to talk.
You can't hold money hostage.
I'm not fucking holding money, but you guys got my fucking YouTube channel.
Holding money. You've held money for 2 months, bro.
Because, dude,
you just said
I'm
you were
holding
holding
2
it
months. Dude, I haven't had my YouTube channel in over a month. So
you've held the money before that drama even happened.
Yeah, I know, and that was dispute. That's something that me and Enoch should have fucking figured out.
Passwords.
Yeah,
on
but
us.
the thing.
But
he channel that we always go live on.
There was no like meeting in the middle or nothing like that. It was just fucking his way or fucking no way.
There's
not. He went up,
No, that was the whole. He spoke for all of us. That's what you forget is that this is a crew. This is not you. He spoke for all of us.
this
We
is
had all
my
talked
YouTube
about
I'm
this.
the crew's
you don't like
leader,
the way
and
I
I was
Alright.
leading.
No, you have a
out.
Micah War 4. You have a Micah War 4 YouTube, so you should have run the protest on
Yeah,
that.
dude, I spent 4 years investing in everybody else's name other
Hey,
than mine.
we ran the
only reason why
protest
I have
on
a
the
Michael
Help
Ward
Save
4
Our Hobby website.
The only reason why I have a Michael Ward 4 fucking YouTube channel now is because Wombat talked me into making my own personal channel. I wasn't even
Dude, you're
focused
wrong.
on
I
myself.
fucking named
I've been
it. Dude,
focusing
I
on
named
this.
it. I
I've been
named
focusing it on every single one of you, a bit individually. So
What
you
have
guys
you done
can
for
go
me? What have you done for me?
Are you fucking
Like
guys,
honestly, like
guys,
anybody.
I'm out. I'm out.
yeah,
This
All
is
right,
going.
Lele.
This is going
It's
nowhere.
going nowhere.
The
Yeah.
fucking
I
money
love.
is
I
gonna go
love
to
everyone
NPRM
except
shit.
Mike.
I love you, little A.
I love you guys. Bye.
Have a good night. Stay sane. All right. I think Mike. No one cares about the bullshit ownership stuff. No one cares about it.
Well, it's a bigger picture than what everybody else is fucking
No,
seeing.
because
Everybody
people
in
didn't
here
donate for Mike Rhodes to have the
Dude,
money and
I
use
own
it.
UFDA crew. That money is sitting in a UFDA.
Help
fucking
Save
account.
Our Hobby
And that money has
did.
not been spent. And that
Help
money
Save Our Hobby did the protest.
Hold on.
To the NPRM
Hey,
shit.
hold on. Can you wait? Can you show that you have a bank account, like a bank statement that says UFDA crew on it with the dollar amount?
I sent it to him.
It says UFDA crew or Mike Rhodes.
Where does it say UFDA crew on Help Save Our Hobby? We didn't promote UFDA crew at all.
Dude, my name's all over that fucking paper.
What are you talking about? No, it's not. Dude,
We're using UFDA crew channel to fucking rep the shit out of it on a fucking government entity. If something were to go wrong, that's my fucking ass.
Mike, you gave. Listen,
I didn't
if
give
anything
you
went
shit.
wrong, I was on the permits. I go to jail. That's how it went. And I was taking control and running the event because that was the case.
You took control. You took control over everything.
Because the person running an event takes control, runs a budget, makes sure that the budget is fucking paid.
It's not control. It's responsibility.
It's
He
what
took the
leaders do.
responsibility to. He took the responsibility. Like, hey, we got to put on a protest in like what, a month and a half. He freaking put together all that shit.
You did hella footwork,
do it
dude.
all
Getting
by
permits
himself.
and all that shit. But regardless, it's not right to hold it hostage because of some
Dude,
power struggle.
Dude, you guys got my YouTube channel. You guys got
can
my
have it
fucking
back,
channel.
Gave it to us.
You could have it, dude.
You can have
dude,
the
We're not
name.
even
honestly,
disputing
take
that.
it.
We're not
Take
even
it.
disputing that.
Take it. Like, please take it and just pay the money
To
so
us-
Enoch gets paid his
To
money.
us, this is important. Us is important, not the fucking name, not the fucking whose dick's bigger.
No, I'm just fucking disappointed.
This
I'm just fucking
family
disappointed
is what's
because
always
nobody
been
reached out to
important,
me
and
wanted
then
to know
you
my
trying
side
to
of it.
say you own everything
Only
this family
Primitive's the only
does
one
is
that
what's
fucking
bullshit.
Mike,
We
Mike,
talked-
I reached out to you and I heard your side, right? And to me, it didn't add up. I'm not saying who was right or wrong with how you guys organized the event, but regardless, if you made a mistake, say Enoch made a mistake with the money, and there was someone that wasn't being paid, I would do the same for whoever is freaking in that situation. Doesn't matter who it is.
And we also talked, Mike, and I told you that a good leader is specific and clear about what they're saying. And because you were saying like, oh, I wasn't giving over UFDA, and I was there, I literally heard, I'm giving the keys over to Mike. So if
I said treat it
no,
like
I heard this is what I heard. Maybe I'm fucking wrong, but this is what I heard. And a good leader is specific, and that's exactly what I told you on the phone too. And it's your bad if you're the leader. You should have been clear about, hey, dude, this is still my shit. I need to take a break because of my divorce shit, whatever it is. But you didn't. You weren't clear, and it seemed like you showed up after the event started, like actually gaining traction, and then you want to wedge yourself in there. And now you don't want to pay for shit that was already paid for, which is besides all the leader fucking bullshit. To us, nobody cares about the name. We don't care about all of that shit. We care that we're all.
It's the principle
Yeah.
that I got left out on the fucking expense side, and then
But you can't hold
he
money
draws
because
up his
of that.
own
You coulda
invoice
came to
and
the
says,
Zoom
"Hey, you gotta
meetings.
pay this."
You could have came to any of the meetings. You could have looked at the Google
Dude,
Drive.
you left
and
me out of
seen
those. I
the
was
budget.
a part of those.
You could have
until
seen
that
all the
phone
shit.
conversation.
Mike, he brought hella equipment, dude. He bought hella shit. I don't know how that
Yeah, and now
I
he's
don't
out
know.
of work,
I'm
and
not
now he's out
taking
of
away.
work
I'm
because
not
of this
taking away
Corona
his credit
shit.
for his work. I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
at
but
all.
you know what? Not right now when he's not gonna have any money because of this fucking Corona shit happening, and you're holding on to money because of this fucking YouTube bullshit. That's
No,
like
that's
beyond
not,
cruel.
That's not why I'm
Yeah, I
holding
got
on. There's a
Corona
disagreement on what the money
and
went
the
to
Mike Rhodes.
and what was going
Yeah.
to be covered, because everything that was supposed to be covered that I suggested that we needed to do, that I wanted to be covered.
So-
It wasn't a suggestion, actually. It was what I wanted to be covered. Enoch said that we weren't going to cover it, and so now
No,
we're
that is
wasting
not true.
So
That
now
is
we're-
not true.
Dude, the fucking B&B, me and Matt's fucking trip was supposed to be paid for.
Mike,
That's
you
not included
haven't paid me. I mean, you paid me for
I paid you
what
for
one
mine.
person. What
yeah,
one person has paid, right? But that was very late. That was
You
after
came with
the
4
protest.
people.
Yeah, but that
You
was
came
a
with
mutual
4
agreement between
people.
you and me that I was going to pay you, because I was paying. The reason why I had to pay you.
And I'm
late,
not
the reason why I
saying,
had to
hey,
pay you late was because I was spending my own production checks, my own money to get
that's
there.
fine.
You
That's fine.
had-
I never
listen.
held that over your head that you need to
You
pay
had
me,
all that money
right?
in your account already
It's
because
just
we know
sketchy.
that.
It's sketchy. The fact that you did that to me like made me feel like maybe he's not. I don't know. Maybe he's not good with money. I'm all right with that though. I'll cover the freaking 250 or whatever it was.
Yeah, but
on top of like my room.
the
Like,
money was
but-
being put on hold until we figured out where the fucking. money
Listen,
was going.
bills
And
don't
then
go
the
on
whole
hold.
YouTube thing got.
You do an event, the bills don't go on hold. And so I took the
When
responsibility.
you do an
so we could
event, you
have
don't
an
spend
event,
money that you don't
and
fucking
I paid
already
the
have.
bills.
You build a safe net. You didn't do that. You went
Listen,
way over 10,000 fucking.
I
dollars.
was spending the
didn't.
safety net out of my own pocket, so we were gonna spend
Dude,
the
it shows
amount
on
of
the
money
invoice.
that we
You spent
had.
like 12,000.
He has
And
it.
then
He
if
has
there was
it.
an extra
Yes.
little bit, I paid it out of pocket, and I agreed to that. But I didn't agree to let you keep a ton of money.
That you fucking agreed on.
Listen, there's 2,600 that isn't accounted for, but you say there's 1,900 left.
1905.
So somehow 700 or whatever is
And
gone.
that's another thing too. Is like the day that you guys fucking attacked me in the fucking messenger group after I got kicked out, and the only reason why I was brought back into it was because Wombat pulled me back in there to defend myself. You guys literally attacked me with shit, and I was on my phone. I wasn't even at the house. I was.
Like,
This
giving
is
you-
2
I was
months
giving you-
after the protest.
Listen, yeah, and we
Yeah,
didn't just
that
kick
was
you out.
something
You
that
said
But that's
you
the
said
thing.
your
I
side
was,
of the
I
story.
was figuring out how I was going to deal with Enoch, but Enoch.
It's not
You should have figured out how to pay him the fucking money.
Like,
And this
it's
wouldn't
not
have
how are
about
you
that.
gonna
It has nothing
figure
to do
out
with it.
how to kick
This is
out the
all
leader of a
speculation
crew
of
that
what you guys
everybody's
fucking
behind?
think. I was handling it the best way I knew how to on how I was going to fucking deal with Enoch. He went past my fucking approval on spending shit. And then
He spoke for fucking all
It's not
of
yet.
us. We're talking in circles,
Dude, he has
Yeah.
to
We
talk to me. That's
all
how it's always
agreed.
been.
No,
Me and him
You're not the
communicate.
boss of Help Save Our Hobby.
I'm the
You're not
boss
the
of
boss
you
of
and the
Help
crew.
Save Our
So if
Hobby.
I say
Yeah,
something's
well,
going
Help
to get
Save Our-
covered, it's going to get fucking covered. You don't get to fucking have that say so.
You don't make that
No,
decision
he
after
does
the
have
fact,
that say.
Dude, that
You
wasn't
don't-
after the
Have that
fact.
say.
It was
Dude,
Yes,
before
it
that.
was.
You can't withhold
Then
money
where-
for money that
Then
was
why?
spent, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
how did?
that's so, it's so
why-
fucking easy.
We
Like,
all
it's
Yeah,
illegal.
I've got like
decided-
I got like
Sorry.
680. I got like 680 in plane tickets. Zorro's got a hotel room. Dude, there's no way you can cover that.
You're
I'm
muted,
not
Zorro.
saying that. I'm
Spent
not saying all those. I wasn't saying airplane
Exactly. We
tickets
can't
and shit.
dispute that stuff after the fact. The fact is that there's 10,100 that are being shown on a
And the
website.
fucking me and Matt's
you
B&B
donate.
was supposed to be paid for, and there's other expenses
my
that's
God.
not in his invoice that are not being called that are not being added to that. There's
You still
1905
have
left over.
You still haven't paid portion of your friends that you brought for the Airbnb.
Yeah, but that was discussed afterwards because there was like 6 people that showed up at that B&B that wasn't expected to show up there, and then
And
we
they
had to-
paid.
And they paid.
And they paid. They
Yeah.
weren't even
They
in
paid,
UF.
though.
They weren't even in UF
Dragon
Baker
Ears
to
was
get
paying for
handed
gas
cash.
on the way down.
Yeah,
They
for
handed
fuck's
me
sake.
cash right there.
yeah, but that's the thing. Like Matt asked me, it's like, hey, what do you think about if I bring Autumn? I said, well, you're going to be sleeping in the same bed, so as long as you pay your half, then I don't think she should have to pay. But then after the fact, everybody wanted to say per person on who.
It could have been talked
Hey.
about in the group chat.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
everyone paid equally, and some people paid more, like myself, which I was fine with.
You can't
And I paid
not
less to get there.
communicate and then complain that there was communication problems.
I know, dude.
You know what I mean? That doesn't work.
What's the plan, Mike? You don't want to pay the rest of the money?
That's not it at all. That
All right,
money's-
so you are
send it
gonna pay
over.
the
that
money.
money's
So
been
why don't
fucking
you just
sitting
pay
there.
the fucking money right now then? Why don't
What?
you just make an installment and just get this the fuck over
Just
with?
do
And
it.
we
Start off
wouldn't
It'll
have
get
with
over
fucking
with,
done this.
1,900,
and
then
we'll
you can
never
send
talk
the
about
rest.
this again. It will be done. It will be fine. It will be fucking done with,
Oh,
dude.
it'd
This
be
is-
fine. It'd be done.
Yeah.
Years, 4
Yeah,
years
you
of
send
building
over
a YouTube channel,
$26.20.
and then
I pay the
We're talking about
invoice,
Help
bills
Save
with
Our
it.
Hobby, which was
Yeah.
started
Over.
in
and say
February, dude.
that I
This is
stole
not
it,
UFTA
embezzled
crew.
it.
This is Help Save Our Hobby. This is two totally
talking
different
about
entities.
Help
You're using
Save Our
We're
my
talking about it.
platform.
Yeah, I don't want to use the platform if someone in the crew has done something like that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you guys are missing the big.
But
fucking
you know what I mean? Like
A
like
big
I think
picture is
any
stealing
crew,
money.
any crew that
I don't
did a
want to be a
protest
part of a
and
crew
had
that's
somebody
going to
like
steal money.
Oh, that's
lie
fine.
about
It's
the
not.
money.
It's like
What has to happen? What has to happen for an agreement to become to, for this money to be given back to be given put in the
That's
right
something that me
rightful
and
place?
Enoch need to fucking discuss.
dude, it's been
No,
two
there's
months
no
You
of-
blocked
discussion,
me
dude.
on
It's math.
Facebook. You're not
It's been
discussing
no-
it.
I've talked to you about it. I've
So-
I've tried to be
I told
level-headed
you.
with both of you guys. I
Dude,
know.
we
I know,
tried to
but
do
that
this the
doesn't-
fucking right way, but guess what?
it doesn't
Like
change the
everybody's
fact
listening
that
to this
there's-
shit
So you
and
come
laughing.
on. So you think it's okay to come on something that I spent 4 years putting together to try to bash
Dude, what
my
about
name and
us
say
building?
that's-
What about us building
Yeah, what about
UFTA crew?
us?
Do you
Yeah,
want
and
to
you
talk
guys,
about that,
nobody
dude?
fucking called me to get my story. You all got your story
I don't
from
give it,
Enoch.
dude.
We talked-
So it's a
no,
fucking.
dude.
It's
We all
embarrassing
We
for
were
you guys
all
to even
there
sit
the
there.
whole time.
Yes, you wrote it in chat, and I was like, "Oh, here we go." So now the cat's out of the bag, and you said your side of the story, and no one was okay with that.
Yeah, and you guys have had what?
And it's
month
not-
for
it's
Enoch to
not
sit here
because
and
of what
spread
Enoch
his,
said.
how his views and everything. Dude, me and Enoch, look, I put him in charge. The only fucking person that I need to deal with UFDA crew is Enoch.
Bro.
I set him.
Yeah, and
as
he
the
spoke
voice.
for us.
Yeah, and he kept fucking overpowering everything I told him I
There's-
wanted to do.
Yeah,
Bottom
because
line.
we all did. We
And yes,
all
and
did.
yes,
We
of course,
all didn't
Enoch
want
shines a little bit more brighter than me because I'm not in the fucking messenger group constantly. I'm not in a live stream constantly.
None
That's
of
the
us.
reason
none
why
of
I
us
put him
are.
in fucking charge. I don't have to be present to fucking have a voice.
So you put him in
Bottom
charge,
line.
but you took that power away. That's fucked up.
He's a
and you
leader. He
also
don't
took
get
the
to make
money.
executive decisions. Sorry.
No, we did as a crew because that's how it's always been.
Mike, he has a
Just
company.
Pay the
If
fucking
you
money and
own
it's
everything,
over.
why
It's
am I
so
paying all the
fucking easy.
bills?
It's
That's
so-
what I
yeah, it's
want to
so
know.
easy.
If you own
Yeah,
everything,
when you
why
and
am I
my show
paying
is
all the
really
bills?
running
is fucking,
something-
no, it really
the
is
Zoom,
easy. Like
for the
dude,
website,
community,
for the Help Save
the
Our Hobby
community-
website. You know what I mean?
Dude,
we
what
built
about
that
the shit that wasn't money?
We built that shit without you. Without you.
I was there. I was fucking
No,
there.
No,
Why
you
would
we
I
built
be
the
you
there?
were there
website
like,
without
you were
you.
there like 3
It was
nights.
you, me,
We
and
built
like,
the
Blake
Help
not
Save Our
talking.
Hobby
12
website
hours,
without
like,
you.
4
I built
in the
that
morning
with
typing that
Dynamic
shit out.
Array and Ophidian.
Yeah.
Dude,
2 people built
this
that
is
website
fucking
and spent
bullshit.
thousands of dollars.
Gravy
at that
Gravy did
fucking
the
time.
voiceover for the video. Fucking Chris Teal edited it. Joey
It's not even.
and
Well,
me and fucking Little A and Old Gravy Leg came up with the wording for the monologue. I mean,
it's
everybody
simple.
built that shit. Everybody
don't
built that
want-
shit.
Dude,
But we
like,
didn't
do you
build it
realize-
for you to own it. You know what I mean?
Hold on, Mike. Mike, do you
Disgusting
realize
that
that
he
we all
thinks
left
that
and went
shit.
to a different chat and we're all still talking, obviously, because
Yeah.
we're so sick of the bullshit? Just pay the fucking money and just we'll figure this shit out later. But like all this was about money, and it's disgusting. It's the
Yeah,
most
it is
disgusting
It seems
fucking
like
thing.
it seems like for some people it's about the money, and for some people, or it seems like for Mike, it's about the fucking UFDA name, and that's
Then he can have
because
it.
No, dude.
exactly that's what I'm
It's-
saying.
It's like,
we don't give a
No,
fuck.
I've set morals and values for UFDA crew, and like
We're not doing
the
the
way,
job.
the
broke
way,
them?
the way it's supposed
Yeah,
to work
if
is
these
like,
are your morals and values, they're disgusting.
dude,
Dude, like if
you guys
morals
do
and
it all you
values
own.
are stealing $2,600 from one of your best friends,
I like how
then
you,
fuck
everybody
off.
uses the word stealing and embezzlement. and
dude,
that
you
money's
said
still
that you
stealing.
That
lied
dude,
and stole.
look up the fucking definition of the word, please, right now. For
That
fuck's
money
sake.
is UFDA
Actually, you're holding it
money that's
hostage.
going to be donated to fucking NPR.
It's
and
like
shit.
you do
Bottom
your
line.
compounding crimes.
Mike, first of
Well,
all,
then
what you're
pay your
saying is
bills,
illegal. Mike of War.
I'm handling
that-
everything in the
it's-
order that I need to handle it in.
Okay.
It doesn't matter of anybody else.
Well, it's about time you handled it because you have been handling shit, and also like doing that,
Send it
taking
right
the money
now.
and giving it to where you want to give it, that's also illegal.
Dude,
Dumbass.
he fucking made calls that weren't fucking approved. Bottom line.
There
No,
was
they were
nothing.
approved by the crew. It was
We
always
all
about the crew.
approved
Never
them.
about
Help
one
Save Our
person.
Hobby
Fucking,
approved
kept
it all.
upscaling, and then you hand me an invoice and say pay.
Because the donations roll in over time. We had no idea what even the budget was going to be.
Exactly.
So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to plan a budget
Coordinate all
for
this stuff in
$4,000, and if people
Hey,
donate
just pay the bills.
$15,000, you get to keep the rest. That's bullshit.
Yeah, yeah, no.
That's bullshit.
Just pay your bill. If you own it, then pay your bill.
We did
Like,
not
you got
run
the
a fucking
invoice, just
protest
pay the
to
bill.
make
It's not a
money. We
fucking
ran a
bill. I didn't sign
protest
no
for the
contract with
people,
Enoch
so the
Production
people
Company.
could have a voice.
This is why we wanted to leave Rotor Riot out of it, is because
Yes.
they are for profit. We don't want.
Yes.
We want transparency.
Dude, this
We
is
don't
about
wanna be-
unity. This has nothing to do with fucking profit.
Yeah, no, we're
Exactly,
uniting right now,
unity-
Okay,
dude.
so-
unity
Dude, we're not
requires
fucking,
trust.
dude. It was
No,
Enoch's
we
idea
are.
to
You're
keep them
not.
completely out of fucking this.
Dude,
Yeah,
They
no,
would-
it was all
we
of
wouldn't
us.
even got
It was
the fucking
all
views that
of
we
us.
had with this if it wasn't for Rotor Riot in the
Yeah,
first
no, that's why we all agreed and
Sure,
got a
bro.
fucking press release for like a G, dude. Like,
Yeah,
there was
that's
a
not
lot
the reason
more-
why we got fucking views. We got fucking views
What
because
views,
Rotor
bro?
Riot went on their channel.
Do you think
and fucking
so?
voiced
It wasn't my
Dude,
amazing voice.
Do you
Mike,
realize
yourself,
that
what
we
are
were
you
doing?
doing?
We were
How much
doing.
is my
that-
amazing voice
I'm
worth?
not
We were
fucking- I'm
doing
not
meetings
talking
with
shit
the
about
Freedom
your video. I'm
Coalition
not saying that at
every
all.
week. We were doing meetings with the Freedom Coalition every week, updating
Dude,
them
this is
on the protest.
Bullshit.
We were
This is such
talking
bullshit.
to
Do you
so many
realize
different
people get
groups of
stabbed
people.
and killed
Wait,
over
Enoch,
like 500
It was
bucks?
not
Yeah,
about
I mean, this
one
is
group.
stupid. I
It
mean,
was
for you
not
guys
going
to
to be
even-
about
To
one
even
group
go on
helping
here and
us the
fucking
most.
bullshit this out, like, it's just fucking childish. It should have been something that me and Enoch could have fucking handled
Dude,
over the phone.
Bro,
but
you
there is
blocked
no
you guys
handling
haven't
it.
It's
handled-
no thing.
You
It's
were
not
hiding.
two
You
fucking
put the
people,
money in
dude.
there.
Look, you guys can have all your guys' fucking opinion, but it doesn't fucking matter.
Bro,
It's
I
between
tried.
me and
I
fucking
tried
Enoch.
contracting you neutrally, and that had no resolution. You said, "Well,
Yeah,
maybe I'll get back to
We
you."
did. We did have a
Never
discussion, and
did.
I told you how I felt about it. And until fucking Enoch could fucking do what you did and fucking try to work something out, he doesn't fucking work shit out with me. It's his fucking way or no
Oh
way.
no, dude.
So let's talk about the tour de force where Mike at the end got us. So Drew had hit me up and asked if we could put a Help Save Our Hobby and UFDA crew sticker in the quad box. And I said, well, the Help Save Our Hobby is nonprofit. So I got to talk to the crew and we got to talk about how they feel about that so we can make sure that it stays nonprofit. And the only way we'd probably be able to do it is if you say proceeds will go to Help Save Our Hobby second protest or something like we don't want to make money off of this, off of you using anything from the protest because we were nonprofit, you know? And so then Drew got frustrated that I wanted to talk to the crew and he went to Mike of War. And Mike said, here, yeah, take it. And Mike
No,
just
that's
gave
that's not how
Drew
it
the
happened.
permission to print the Help Save Our Hobby logo and that Zorro designed and a slogan that I came up with on a sticker and on a shirt. And he gave him permission behind our backs. And this is the problem with if you think you own everything we do, that's total bullshit.
I
Total
own
bullshit.
UFDA crew name. And then, like
we
I said,
get this is Help Save Our Hobby, bro.
No, it's the Help
Yeah,
Save
and
Our
I
Hobby
said
name, dude.
and I said that I've made that mistake, and I
Hey,
called Zorro
look, hold
directly
on.
and apologized for that, and I asked him what I could do to make it up. Did I not, Zorro?
So like you just
Yeah, we talked
continually
about it, for sure.
screw us over, and then did you get a quad box for that?
Yeah, Drew said he was going to send me one.
But he didn't.
So
yet.
you sold out your boys' art
I didn't sell fucking
for a
anything.
quad
out.
box.
Dude, it was free.
So why is our
advertisement.
nonprofit?
The
Why is our
people that probably
nonprofit
didn't
for profit?
even know about UFDA crew? That's
Yeah,
something.
why is
that's
the
my fucking
nonprofit
judgment.
now
but
making
why-
profit on their?
It doesn't
on their
say
page?
UFDA crew on it. It doesn't say UFDA crew on it.
On
Dude,
what?
I have it fucking on the T-shirt that they're fucking selling for profit.
It's on the back
fucking-
of the
dude,
shirt.
I don't. Well, it. Okay, it's on the
UFDA
back
crew is
of the.
just-
It's on the back of the shirt. Look, it's on my screen. It only shows Save
Hang
Our
on.
Hobby, not
Hang
Help
on.
Save Our Hobby.
No, I'm gonna pull it up.
I made that design for a picket sign.
Yeah, that was
And
that was
Zorro made the
Enoch and
top
Zorro
Save Our Hobby
working
card.
on that.
And Ladrib wanted
Hey,
other
just
content
Wiz,
that we could,
look,
that
just
other
Jesus
people
Christ.
created. Wait, listen.
Can we just get the fucking money issue resolved and just end this? This is, dude, it's 1:00 in the morning on the East Coast. Fuck this shit. This is getting stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
dude,
fucking
you
stupid.
buried yourself
Yeah,
enough.
I didn't
Oreos,
This
fucking
bro.
bury myself. I'm handling
what's
this
up.
in a business.
Dude,
way.
You're burying
nobody
yourself.
goes
You
on
said
fucking
that you
YouTube
fucking
and
lied
does this
3
shit.
fucking times. Dude, people go on YouTube all the time and do this shit. We're not a drama channel. We're not a drama crew.
We never
and that's
do
what this has
drama.
become. Dude, like we have like 50
The order that
fucking
they
people
need to be
watching.
handled.
No, we have 50 people. Is this what you envisioned UFDA crew would be? Like,
Yeah,
dude,
what,
all
people
you had to
turning
do
on
is
you
pay the
because
no, all you had to do is pay the fucking money.
Yeah, it's
dude,
easy
you
as paying.
spoke here. No, dude, it is as easy as paying. It's click send. You
You
sent other
sat
money
on the
to
money
Enoch.
while we paid for the fucking event, and you cheered it on. You
Dude,
cheered
no,
the
I
event
did
on.
not. Dude, you fucking left me in the
Dude,
dark.
just send the fucking money. Dude, nobody left you in the dark. He spoke
All
for
right,
all
I'm
of
done
us.
with this shit.
He spoke.
I'm
Yeah, send the money in
order that I
fucking
need to
bounce.
handle the shit in a legal way.
What? What?
sending the
And that
money
order
fucking
is
money
the
is
money
sitting in a
getting
banking
paid?
account, and it's safe, and it's going to be used for community shit. You can sit there and fucking say
No,
whatever you
fuck
want.
that.
Dude,
You guys
No,
have
fuck
my
that,
YouTube
dude.
channel,
people
and you guys need to
donated
go out
money
there.
for a protest. They
Hey,
donated
hold on.
money
Do you want to
for
trade?
the protest.
Hold on. Do you want to? Do you want to trade
This
since
is
you're
not
trying to
something for
blackmail
you and me,
us?
Gravy, to fucking work out. This is between me and Enoch, and I'm handling. them
No,
in the
this
order
is
that I have
between
to
you and an
handle.
entire crew. Like you might have started
I
the
don't know,
forming, but
dude.
we built the
I
rest,
worked
dude.
with Enoch. I put him in charge. I didn't put anybody
Hey,
else
I'll get
in charge.
say
Everybody
you
else
put
can
me
have their
in charge,
opinion,
right.
but their
but
opinions
then-
don't fucking matter. I would relate
What?
things
It's like
to Enoch.
cognitive
And
dissonance
then
the
Enoch
whole
would
day.
relay it to the
Damn.
group.
All right, cool. Then we're separating. Then everybody, fuck you, FDA crew.
Yeah, fuck.
Listen,
Fucking
Mike
boycott
Rhodes
you, FDA crew.
doesn't
Fuck
get
him.
to
Stupid
destroy
name anyway.
everything. He
Cool
doesn't get to
idea.
destroy everything.
Yeah.
Because we're all a family together. And
It's
nothing
it
has
doesn't take-
changed other than the
dude.
fact that Mike Rhodes
One
didn't do what he said he'd do
holding
with the
money.
money from the GoFundMe.
Oh, you were
One
like a sperm
person is
donor.
holding money.
It's like those absent dads. You came in, you got her pregnant, you got UFDA crew, which is a stupid fucking name anyways. And now that something happened, now it's a fucking no, you're the dad, dude. Take care of your business, dude. Fuck off.
Dude,
It's
Seth
sad.
in the chat saying, "Is this dude really willing to trade his name and reputation for a couple $1,000?"
Yeah, he is.
Exactly.
He's from
And
Apparently
that's the
so.
fucking issue. So I'm glad that everybody fucking watching.
And
this
it's
saw that
not
shit.
like a couple $1,000s of his own money. This is a couple $1,000
No, this is
of
money
that was
that
given
everybody
to him.
donated.
Yes,
It's not his
this is
money.
not like, oh, we want Mike to get his
Yeah.
money out of his pocket. No way.
Yeah, so-
That's not even
so-
what it's about.
The funny thing is that we all, as a crew, as UFDA crew, would talk, and we would make decisions as a group, as a large group of people, every single
This
fucking
big
night.
every night.
And then Enoch would speak for us to Mike Rhodes, who wasn't in control of anything that was going on. And then Mike Rhodes would decide what would fly and what wouldn't. And now there's almost $3,000 of missing money. So there you go.
Yeah. Except for the whole part
Where's
where
Jake?
Mike
Yeah,
Rhodes
Jake,
gets to decide.
Jake,
Where's
Jake,
Jake?
you know what, dude? No,
Jake, come
Jake's
back.
here. No, he said he's disappointed with Mike. Dude, you know what? This is why we're fucking so
Yeah.
like, trying to tell you like, no, dude, like shit's different. Like,
We've
I
been
hope you see
bumming
what's
for
fucking
2
going
months
on,
because
man.
of this shit. Like
Yeah.
begging our friend to come back from the
Yes.
fucking dark side.
During
It's like
during
so
a
insane.
crisis, during
So
a
surreal.
crisis, when Enoch doesn't have fucking money to like survive, this fool is talking about like, oh, you don't step in my shoes, motherfucker. Your homie or the person that you even fucking in the same crew with is like starving, and you're not even going to hand over the money that's safely in a bank because of my fucking crew and your crew. That is bullshit, and that is like, yeah, I wouldn't even do that to my worst enemy, dude. So that shows Mike's fucking colors. This bullshit is disgusting.
Yeah. I'm
So-
actually really fucking disgusted. And I feel sorry. Like, thank you everybody that donated, but unfortunately that's where your money went. It was paid for, like your money actually kind of went to something,
paid-
but it was
I
never
paid for all of the
repaid.
stuff.
Is it like maybe a floss, watermelon, or what else?
Oh, Jesus Christ. You know
Well,
what? We tried to
so
help out the fucking community,
we were all
and this
doing
is what
stuff.
fucking happened.
We were all doing stuff, and I agree. Like I should have been in control of the GoFundMe, obviously, because this never would have happened.
Dude, the
but,
protest-
we were all doing
hold
stuff.
on. Hey, you know what? We should just end this and
Yeah.
just stop fucking talking, because it's not going to get us fucking anywhere. Like we tried to like air some bullshit, and
We try
let
to be
people know like
transparent,
what
and
happened.
It's like watching mom and dad fucking fight. I know it's bad
terrible.
vibes, but we try to do the right thing. And we'll
I'm
work it out
sorry,
behind the
everybody,
scenes, but,
that
you know, you have to
trying
go-
to be
you had
transparent.
to watch that
you
or
give your
listen
money,
to that.
you should
I'm
know
really
where
fucking
shit-
sorry.
what happened. But you know, this is
But
life.
we owed it to you guys to get it out.
We can't just keep coming live like pretending like nothing happened.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a little awkward to say.
We
the
gave
least.
him space to try to fix what he did wrong.
2 months.
You know what I mean? And then it's like obvious. Like I'll tell you what. Like before,
Wait, more than 2 months.
Before I called him
Right?
out, I even said to him, like, dude, if something happened, you can just be honest with me, and like we can just work this out in like a payment or whatever. You know? And he just kept lying, and it's just, I don't know.
And he even said it. He said that he was lying like
Hey,
multiple times tonight.
this-
So I mean, I guess
No.
like
Zoro,
I don't
do you know what that
dude,
is?
it's so
I
fucked
love
up,
all you
man.
guys too in the chat. Fucking
Look at that. Oh, the nuts in.
There
The
it is.
nuts in.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, you
fuck.
did one for me,
Dude, we all
I just-
celebrate whenever Primitive's nut gets
shit.
in there.
Dude, it's a boy. No.
This is why he's working through the epidemic or the pandemic.
Yeah. So I know it's freaking bad vibes, whatever just happened, but dude, the protest was awesome. It was fucking awesome
Yeah.
seeing all those people there,
Mhm.
and fucking it was like one of the coolest things that I've ever done
Yeah.
involved with FPV.
Same here.
I'm
So-
so
Yeah, it
glad
was
that it was planned
so
for when it was.
It would have been
not
a
month
lot
late.
different. Yeah.
We could
So-
still be holding on to all the good feelings instead of the bullshit now. But I'm still so proud of what the fuck we did. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it's I just like I'm disgusted that like somebody can actually take away from that and all of our collective hard fucking work, and that's why I'm fucking pissed. Otherwise, I'd just be hanging out and having a fucking blast tonight. It's Tuesday night, and I look forward to this night every fucking week.
Oh yeah.
It's so fucking like it's so cheap, like a couple grand, like and he doesn't just I don't know.
That's some Judas type of shit, but whatever. All right, yeah, we can just.
All right.
fucking-
Yeah, we're gonna kill it. Yeah.
Bye.
We should do something fun at the end. I don't know what there is.
Wait, should we play? Oh wait, should we play Airwolf?
Oh shit! Good idea. Good idea.
Jesus Christ, man.
And that's
Play Airwolf at the end instead of the beginning.
Fucking love you guys. It doesn't matter what the crew's named. Hey, we're all gonna be in it together. Fuck yeah.
Terrence Howard.
Terrence
Let the congregation say amen.
Amen. This is now church. This is now
FPV
church.
church, boys.